streams. Wait a second, that's our Star Wars music.
I know.
I know. Gonna have to do for now.
Well, see, if I started streaming on my channel and I didn't want to get monetization or anything, can I not just go ahead and do it? I have no intention of ever being monetized. Use all kinds of like soundboard.
Well, because I can do some. You've seen some soundboard stuff that I have in the in here, but I don't try overdoing it because I like to slow down the computer and things like that. But I really sound.
There's George. He's waiting.
Yep.
I'm in the private chat.
Let me bring him in. Welcome to the show, George.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to episode 1 of Omenowl's Alien, the RPG, Chariot of the Gods. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. So far, so good. It's been a while since I've been DMing, so hopefully this will go well.
Hey, no worries, no worries. With the exception of me, I think everybody's in that boat, more or less. I've been running a bunch of crap lately. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be OG. It's going to be your turn next, right? Right? Isn't that the way it works?
I thought that you said you're going to be running the get off the dirty stinking ape.
Maybe unless Off Grid's got something more together, and if not, I guess I'll have to wing it in a couple of months. We'll see.
We could go back to George's Star Wars.
We could do that. Hey, speaking of which, George, I wanted to fly this by you because I was thinking about the last session. I'll make this quick. To me, cinematically, it would have been so much freaking cooler if I would have telekinesed, used my force telekinesis to take his lightsaber and then cut off his head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We could retcon that.
So I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god! I don't want to tell you where I was thinking about that, but I was like thinking that, and I'm like, oh my god, that would have looked so much cooler. But anyways, I'm excited to play this game. I almost bought it. Instead, I bought this one.
Oh no! I mean, I'm still waiting for mine to come in. I have the PDFs for that because I backed it, but I didn't want to pay extra for shipping.
Guys, so I got like a metric ton of stuff this week, and I got the Arduino Kickstarter coming in Wednesday. I've got just like, it took me all week to read 4 comic books this week. That's how busy I've been with writing and doing other stuff. But if we don't have any questions or anything, I'm going to let Omen take over. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show and watch you guys all get face hunted.
All right. Well, so now you can move your characters. So you wake up groggily. It's like, okay, it's time to get in there. You feel dehydrated, a bit cold. You'll be waking up from cryo sleep. You hear the, as it opens up, and you come out like, you're all hungry. You might have a migraine, space sickness, basically. It'll take a little bit to go out there. And then, usually what's recommended is you go to the galley first and get yourself some food and drink. And if you should be able to move your characters now if you want.
Guys, but I'm going to get dressed first because.
So cryo is kind of just like a little hallway.
What's that?
So cryo is just kind of hallway here.
Yeah. Well, the cryo is technical. I didn't have enough room because I wouldn't go through there. But basically, the cryo is several berths that go in and they open up. Unlike Alien, where they have each one necessarily individual, you were kind of more stacked up. And, like how a berth is for the military. So if you feel like wandering around, you can. The first thing usually is, like I said, you're going to go over and get some food. Captain Miller's like, she's not happy. She doesn't like you. You can tell. She's fair, but she, sometimes you think that she doesn't spend enough money for things that need to be done. She always reads the contracts very closely. She's not thrilled about carrying on 200,000, was it tons? Anyway, 72 tanks of the tritium, which is decaying on there because while it's decaying, it's highly flammable. But in the meantime, she's like, well, when we get to Sutters, so you've been asleep probably for about 6 months, waiting to get there.
All right. There was where were some of the background notes to find for our character?
If you go into, well, you have your regular character, which is if you open up your character sheet. But if you go into journal, you should be able to see your characters. And then I also have one that says player journal, and that has like items and background and stuff like that.
All right, journal. I think all I see is rules, like the rule set.
No, there should be another one in journal. You should have. For the player journals, I know I made it so everyone has ownership.
Okay. Well, I got actors.
Okay.
I pull up my character sheet.
So you go actors, go down 2 more. So yeah, your actor will bring out your character. Yeah. If you go 2 more, there's the journal that gives you the background for the mission.
Yeah, I have the 3 options on mine, Omen. I have the rule book, starter set rules, and mother instructions.
Yes.
And
that was intentional. There's actually more stuff that you don't see, but I can, whenever I configure stuff, I can add more things to it.
Okay.
One says instructions, instructions. I don't want to reveal too much because I know some of the characters have some secret agenda. But I don't think it looks like a sample character. And
so if you open up your character under actor, should have PCs. You open up Wilson.
Yeah.
You should see general skills, inventory, and notes. Notes tells you something about your character.
Yeah.
And then if you go under skills, at the very bottom you see your agendas.
Okay.
So if you click on those agendas, if you complete your agenda for each act, you get a story point, which gives you an automatic success to one of your roles. So however you want to do it. So if you want to go like, I'm going to go off and whatever, you can do that. But just doesn't mean you get the point. And then if you click pop out at the very top next to the X, you can actually move it if you have multiple screens, which is nice. So you're not stuck in the Foundry. So you can say, I can go look at my, I can look at the map. And if you click on your character, which I think you've already done, George, you can move your character by, and if you want me to move your character, just let me know.
All right.
It allows you to go through. I think you should be able to open up all the doors and things like that. So as you all groggily getting in there, getting dressed, so you look like real space truckers instead of something from the 1800s with a long john.
With the button-up flap at the back.
After you spend time with a certain number of people, it just doesn't,
That's the decoy for the face
hugger. Door, Anyway, the food, which unfortunately you guys, the company's always cheap. You have to pay for your own food. So, are we recording this? No, I'm just letting you know it's the background kind of thing. They charge you for the food that you get on this. Miller's grumbling about, needs a bigger ship. Goes to Wilson. Goes.
Right.
All right. We'll get up to the bridge and see where we are. We have to get ready. How long will it take for us to get our shares? You want to stop business about that. There you go, George.
So there's going to be a delay as always. Damn corpos.
It's just like work. You got to wait 3 weeks.
We've already waited 6 months.
Does my character actually have to go through the motions of getting dressed and everything, or is it assume they're working?
No, it's whatever you want.
Do I have to put on clothes? Or am I walking around naked?
You're assumed to have some clothing,
Okay.
probably more like in your underwear,
unless
you put on clothes.
There is a lot of undressing, especially when you're trying to kill an alien at the end of the.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just moved your character over there, so yeah, you can wander around the ship and see what's there.
Med lab here.
Oh, that's a wall, so you'll have to go to the door, and you should be able to click on the door, George, and that will open the door for you.
All right, let's see here. The door is this?
No, the door is over here. You should see looks like a little door. There you go.
All right.
So it's a pretty decent med lab in there.
Yeah.
This ship is the same type of ship as the Nostromo. Just to give you a frame of reference in there, it's all nice, brightly lit. It's all white, unless you go into the cargo container. You have a shuttle sled. That's not interplanetary, but it's generally atmosphere to low atmosphere kind of thing. So you can use that to ferry back and forth if you have to.
I'm going to go to any kind of communications panel, see if there's any messages that I've received since flying away. I don't know what the technology is. Is there
So I'm pinging where you would go, George.
Crashed out on Restream.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No worries. I'll bring you back.
No, I'm in now.
Yeah.
No, I'll bring you back if it happens again.
Oh.
And then just for you, because we got to do this. I don't know if anyone else can hear it, but
Just move me over into the dining hall, scrounging around for something that may have been left over the last meal before I go into the rations.
Old teletype.
yeah. I mean, come on, you gotta do that for Haley. I'm look, I didn't get a lot of sounds, but that sound is the one that I had to make sure that I included in there.
That's cool.
Anyway,
I do like how in the original Star Trek, the sounds for the computer computing was actually sounds like a printer printing from the old ones.
I always think of the sonar ping. It's like pling pling,
Yeah. Bing, bing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at your agenda card, it tells you what messages that you're getting. You sit down and, of course, I know you guys are all wandering around, but I assume that you're going to sit down at the gallery or the galley.
Starving.
And start eating. You have your microwave convection oven sitting around, talking about what you can spend with the money.
How much are they charging us for this plastic oatmeal again?
That's too much.
Oh.
It's like, hey, I've got it's probably like MREs. It's like $5 to $10, depending on, do you get the crappy version or do you get, so yeah, it's pasta, whatever else you want to eat. So there's plenty of food in there. Of course, there's coffee, cigarettes if you want some.
Yeah, I'll have both.
Your migraine's start going away. You feel a little bit better.
I'm going to make up for lost time and have 2 lit at once.
Okay.
We used to call that DM disease when everybody smoked. You'd light a cigarette and notice that you still got one lit in the ashtray.
Oh.
There were reasons for that. I'm just going to leave that there.
So.
That's to you, Mike. Not you, Mike, but my departed friend, Mike, who passed away at the tender age of 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know that the captain and Wilson do not like each other. You should have a buddy. The captain likes you, Davis. So, but you should have. Anyway, if you're done eating, captain's going. Oh, I can't wait to get this. Hopefully, we can get a better ship. Wilson, if we did this in good time, or can we finally get upgraded so we can make some real money? I'm tired of losing thousands of credits in every run for this underpowered ship. And of course, your job is to evaluate the crew, and you've been with them for the last few months. Anyway, the captain's going to head off to the bridge.
I'm going to finish my plastic oatmeal, and then I'm going to head off to get some work done, get my tool belts on, and go inspect the engines. And
yeah, it has.
I suppose that's what I do, right? I go around and check things out. Or am I a resource harvester once we get to a place?
Well, you suddenly hear the captain scream, "Son of a bitch!
I do.
Where the hell are we?"
I used it like years ago.
Little bit, honey.
So we don't know where we're supposed to be. Like,
Oh no, I didn't know
we're
that.
lost.
I changed
Yeah,
pants.
is there a room with like a scanner or something? I moved myself to a room. I think it looks like a
Well,
scanner.
you can go to the bridge if you want to try doing the communication here. And you hear, no,
I'll
David,
head to the
finish
bridge
up
as
your
well.
food and get up here.
Yeah, I'll eat it on the way. A cigarette in each hand, balancing a coffee cup.
Dear Lord.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna use like any kind of scanner if I'm not sure how good I am with them, but see if there's any anything we should be scared of, or any asteroid.
Okay.
Captain says we're not where we're supposed to be. So where the hell are we?
That's a good question. It's like, well, let's go find out. And all of a sudden, you start hearing alert warning signs just as you get in your seat of incoming collision.
Click in, get us out of here.
Okay.
Hands on the controls, and
So go ahead and so you get on the controls. Go ahead and roll your piloting.
whoop. I think I rolled something else. Why does it keep doing that?
Oh, okay. It should be
The
Okay,
the
that's
wrench and the screwdriver, right?
yes. If you click on just the under skills, you should have piloting. It says agility. If you just click on that, it should automatically just
Right,
roll.
and
There you go.
did that work?
Uh,
Oh,
Privately rolled. some
yeah,
dice.
but I can't see your dice because you just privately rolled it for yourself. There should be a button at the bottom that says public. Okay, it's still showing.
where would that be?
So right below the bottom of your chat window. Can you see that?
Where's the chat window?
The top
So yeah.
chat messages.
Yeah, you should see in the top where it says chat messages with 2 little bubbles. You see it? If need be, I'll roll for you, but I'd rather you. I like people making their own rolls. So
Is the
Okay, up here.
again?
yeah. So now go to the very
Okay,
bottom,
so-
and you'll see a public roll,
how
private
do-
roll, blind roll. There's just so right in the
Yeah.
chat, at the very bottom of the chat,
Um,
well, right above where it says enter message, you just click public roll.
California roll.
Yeah, it should say public roll. It looks like a little Star Destroyer.
Okay.
Not a Star Destroyer,
And
Death Star. Okay. Now go ahead and roll.
okay, yeah, it's Death Star.
Yeah.
How do I do
so
that?
Click on
Do I have to go back?
just click on your character and click on piloting again.
Right. Okay, I have to. Sorry, I'll get the hang of this eventually. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Ooh, good job.
Nice, got some sixes there.
I know. You just barely evade as you see this large ship just fly by you. I mean, you're
The
just
hell was
going
that?
off. You make it look easy. I don't know what
Well,
the
yeah,
hell
of
is
course
that?
I do. That's why you hired me. Now, what the hell was that, or who the hell was that?
Okay. I don't know. Let's go find out. And so,
Am I qualified to run scanners or anything? I remember George said he was heading towards the scanners.
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you just found this.
yeah.
Yeah, you can get the scanner, but
It was
the
like-
captains can go over to Mother and try figuring out what's going on. Like where are they? Just because I like the sound.
Was that ship sitting still or flying towards us?
It was flying like you were right in its path.
Okay.
You just
But is it
barely
under power or
missed
is
it.
it a derelict?
It looks like it was a derelict. You want to try following it?
Could be under AI control.
It'd be great for
Heading
salvage.
back.
We could salvage it, return it,
What do you say, Cap?
and make some money on that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and find out what that is. You know, if that is an old ship, then we might be able to
Right,
get some
Miller.
salvage. In the meantime, yeah.
All right.
So Miller's going into the Mother trying to figure out what's going on. So just match
All right.
it in velocity, and just get us real close, and then we'll try finding out what's going on with it. And then go ahead and scan it. Up. Good job.
On it.
Oh, and your special ability shadow allows you to push twice. So just remember that if you ever want to.
Mhm.
As long as you get one success, you're good. So you pull up next to it.
All right.
It doesn't take nearly as long. Miller's in there for a few minutes and comes back. She sits down and says, well, I've got some good news and bad news. The bad news is that we're nowhere near Sutter's World. We're about 3 months away. The good news is that
Son of a.
this is the apparently this is the Sotillo, and it's been broadcasting a message for SOS. It apparently lost power. It's been missing for 73 years. But we can get shares off of this for salvage, which means that we can drastically increase the amount of money that this ship will make if we can get it up and running and take it back.
Is it a better ship?
It's a scientific ship rather than a cargo ship.
Well, if scientific equipment's worth money,
Well, just the whole
but it would
thing
be
for salvage.
73 years old.
I mean, you're probably looking at 400,000 to 500,000 credits or dollars per share.
For the whole ship?
Per
Okay.
share. So each of us.
For the whole ship.
Is
Well,
there any,
yes.
like-
I mean, we get a percentage. Is the whole point.
So like, we claim the ship, and somebody else buys it. We get a chunk of change, right?
Now, would
Yes.
who does it say who the owners of the ship originally were? Was it like a
Well,
Yutani?
it's going to be Wayland Yutani, but they have but we'll get salvage rights to it if we bring it back intact.
All right.
So that means that we'll get
we wanna-
probably each of us will probably get about 1%, which is about 500,000 per share.
Okay. Can we send in the claim now, or do we got to go in?
We
Right.
got to bring it back.
back to Earth or to
We-
Sutter's World?
well, how do we bring
Well,
it back?
that's
I can't be in 2 chairs
Well,
at once.
That's the trick, is we've got to get it probably up and running, and then we'll.
And
Well, there may still be some crew alive, which is the other good news. So we're going to have to try seeing if they're alive, get the ship up and running, and bring it back.
well, if they're alive, then then there's no salvage.
No, we'll still get some salvage for this. They didn't really own the
Okay.
ship, but we get.
Right, and if it weren't for us, they'd still be corpse
Oh,
sick.
exactly.
Try to figure out who's like the pilot and just wake them up.
Well, yeah. So I mean, hopefully we can get it up and running.
Yeah, I don't want to. No. I'll pilot it back. Miller can pilot this hunk of junk. That way, there's no funny
No, that
business.
sounds.
What's to stop them from just going off in some other direction, saying, "Catch me if you can."
The ship could very well be on autopilot headed home, and for all we know, the crew could be dead or in cryo. And if they're in cryo, they're worth a lot more to us in those cryo chambers. We could sell them.
Yeah. So that's.
Well, if they're alive in cryo, I say we leave them there. Let somebody else deal with it.
Are we okay? I guess we're not
We don't
really
want any-
pirates. We're
Any
more just
medical liability there?
No,
the
but I
pirate in
mean,
me would possibly sell them. They'd be worth a fortune to like Wayland Yutani or anyone that wants undisclosed bodies that were considered missing.
right, but we don't want any loose cannons or rogue elements running around saying and feeling things. If they're still alive, beeping away in
Leave
their
them there.
cryopods,
Of
we
course,
leave
you
them
know.
there. Let somebody
And
else.
we don't
use
want
it.
them like using our cryopods.
Mm-hmm.
Those are for us.
I'm sorry.
Well, at least one of them's for me. You the rest of you fuckers.
I'm sorry. The ship is called the Cronus, and it was launched in 2110 with a crew of 30. It went missing, and 73 years ago.
Oh wow!
And if we don't recover
How
it
time
and
flies.
any of the people in there, then they're going to make sure that we don't get any shares of anything. So
Yeah.
So,
So where do we return it, to Earth or to Sutter's World?
it's a good question.
Or is there another place we can go?
Could you double check, Wilson? Because you're the Wayland Yutani representative.
Well, let's see here.
why don't we just let them know they can pick it up on Sutter's World, along with our checks?
Well, this is a lease too, so we might be able to get enough to buy our own ship.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, $500,000 is well worth it if we can bring this ship back. $500,000 each.
Finally get some decent food.
That's true.
Steak.
All right, so there's an airlock on the top of the ship, and it's
All right.
and we just need to.
I would assume.
Go ahead.
I would assume that's the nearest Wayland Yutani facility would probably suffice.
Well, since you already had Sutter's World, then I think that should work. You just have to get it back there is all.
Well, if it flies, I can fly it. Otherwise, I just tie a big ass rope around.
Okay.
So, Miller, you want us to suit up?
Well, we'll let Chan suit up. We're probably going to need to attach, get that airlock open, because that's going to, it's going to have to be done manually. So my suggestion, Cham, is to use the airlock, to use the grapple gun, and then go over to the ship, open up get the airlock ready for use, and then we'll use the umbilical cord, which this ship has at the bottom, so we can try getting so we can get it together.
You're looking for the airlock on the map here.
Foundry app or through like
Not seeing
Discord?
it on the page.
It would be on the bottom floor. It's not marked on here because there's not.
I'll move her into position.
Okay.
And we'll When I go to
which isn't
item,
too hard with your fantastic 3 dice. I don't know if you click on the
Yeah.
little thing, it gives like you show off, you get a modification to the next one. For me, I also like to automatically do it, because when you get 3 successes, that's pretty good.
Just trying to keep us
Oh.
alive.
So you're doing a good job. Oh, maybe we can eat.
That's why we get paid the big bucks, right?
That's right. Carrying highly explosive, flammable fuel in the back, and now we've got a ship that we can take home. Yeah, I'm just thinking at the beginning of Alien, if you remember when they cut her open. Of course, they said, "Oh man, we can't get the salvage," but in this case, they'll allow you to get the salvage. So, all right, Cham, if you don't mind suiting up, we're going to.
I was going to ask you about that. I was looking
Sure.
in my items, and I can't find like the space suit or anything.
I'll throw it on.
It'll probably be in the
here
back
a
suit room.
second.
If we need to private message Omen, do we
Yeah.
do it through Discord or do it like through something else, or is it
So
something?
just do a Discord.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where my character's supposed to be. In here. Where's the airlock?
Okay. Well, you're going to, not that you can see this now, but I am going to now make this configurable. Let's see. Just so you
How
can
come
start.
why is there a fog of war thing with how we're facing? Shouldn't our ship
Oh.
just kind of open to us? Or?
Oh yeah. Well, I can do that. Well, that's part of the thing is you can't see behind you, but I think
Okay.
that for your character, it's the fog of war is just on how far you can limit on how far you can see, and then it should have the background, so that's why. Let me see if I can do this one. Your ownership. We're going to. If you go down, you'll see the, it looks like the. As you try and go over the airlock. Actually, if you look at the very beginning for the thumbnail, that looks exactly like what's going to be happening.
What thumbnail?
Oh, there's the thumbnail on this.
Stream.
Yes.
I don't know what screen you refer.
When the show started, before the show started.
Oh,
The
for like
image
the video?
Yeah.
I didn't really look at it.
I'm going to do something here. Let's see if I can.
Let's go back and look, I guess. Where was that again in your live stream verification? Where the heck was that again?
Oh, it's a yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay. I'm tired.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Basic-
I got a little tiny little bit of it I can see in the corner there.
I don't know if you can. I have to darn it screen, but I'm not sure if you can see that. But that's generally what it's going to look like for your character. It's that little figure that's.
It's about an inch across and half-inch high. That's what I see in Discord.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But this right here,
Oh, okay. I see. Looking
Yeah.
now at here.
so that's
I
the
see.
ship. Yeah, just so you can get a good idea of what's there.
Yeah, see, I'm the type of person that's like, I don't like the ocean. I don't like the idea of swimming in places and anything. Like, I would hate space.
Oh yeah, especially now because you only have a small tether to you, and you're going out, and if you miss, someone has to come out and get you.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
that's-
I'm not paid enough for this. It's like, this is like assuming nothing wrong, nothing bad goes wrong. This,
Yes.
This wage. Meanwhile, much is likely to go wrong.
Let's see. So I'm going to do this just so you can all see it, just so you feel a little bit better. There's an activate for that.
I'm not paid enough for this.
But
Listening?
that way you can see the, for the spacewalk. If you don't mind, go ahead and roll a ranged for your tether. So you're going to get the harpoon gun, which is like an electromagnetic harpoon.
Okay. What's the base dice for the roll?
Oh,
Oops, sorry. I'm trying to. Get the right one. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Should just be range combat.
Oh, I gotta look at my character sheet. Hold on.
Yeah, you're not
Where-
not exactly the best at it, but
Okay, range.
Who's this person in the middle of the galley?
Nope, it's not ranged. Okay. It's 0. It's agility. 0.
I mean, it's okay. I'm not. Yeah. Well, you roll your base stat. So when you click on it, it should roll your agility. You want to push the roll?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and click push. Should be in the chat window. You can just click where it says push.
No in the chat window. No, I'm looking at my character at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you open up the chat window, it will say push, yes or no. You just click the little push thing, and that counts as a yes.
So at least got 1. Could
You
roll
watch it
another-
sail off. You watch it miss, and you're like, how the hell do I miss this thing? Actually, you kind of hit, but it doesn't click on. Kind of cursing at yourself for that.
Are there more levels to this ship we're on?
There's what? There are, but they aren't on the map. So let me do a couple things for you, which is
We need some better masks on these suits. Like, these things keep fogging up. They're old and crappy. It's hard to see anything.
So this, okay.
Hey, I got a tip for you. When you're wearing the suit,
Spit on
don't breathe.
Okay.
it. Don't breathe.
Okay.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it shows you your your compression suit. Your compression suit is good for about 2 hours before you have to come back in and redo it. You don't lose the harpoon because it has a grapple at the end. So you should be okay on that. If you want to try it again, you can do so. But yeah, it just takes you longer. It takes, instead of doing it, in about 5 minutes, you have to getting frustrated. You have to reel it back in and shoot it. And it takes about 2 or 3 times, and finally you get it on there. Cursing under your breath.
Yeah, see,
And if you didn't even do it the second time, you can push it again if you want. There you go.
So I honestly do it, but then that's what all the pushes.
Yeah, so it adds a little bit of stress to you. Stress goes down if you're for a little bit. Yeah, it's basically. And if you don't mind, go ahead and roll me.
Stressful job. He's looking forward to quitting, getting enough money, and getting the hell out of it and work. Sick of it.
Exactly. Let's see. Okay. All right, that's cool. No, I'm laughing because I get other messages in the background, and not that I want to give anything away, but I like what Shadow wrote. So,
Does facial
Hey, staying in character, man.
yeah, no, that's cool.
does facial hair grow in cryo? I mean,
Slowly, but not. So you always come out kind of,
scruffy.
you slow down a lot. So yeah, it's more of probably a 3 to 7 day, depending. It's like the equivalent of 1 day for every month you're in cryo.
Oh, okay.
So it's not.
Imagine
So you don't
facial
get
hair would all slow down because you're not getting as much sun exposure.
Yeah. Well, that and you are in kind of a hibernation state.
Yeah.
All right. So you finally get over there. You're able to make it over. Do me a favor. You should look into your general and go ahead and roll your air. It should have a little parachute.
Who?
You.
Roll on a
Go to
parachute.
general. Go to general at the very bottom. It should say consumables air. And there's a little parachute next to it.
Mm.
General. Oh, under general. Sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Little parachute next to
Your air.
air.
So just click on it. Yep. Okay. So no air is being used right now.
Okay.
So the way that the consumables work is basically whenever you roll, if you roll a little face hugger, your consumable goes down by 1. Once you hit 0, then you're either suffocating or food, you're starving, or water. So it just depends on what's going on. The same thing with power. All of a sudden, like, damn it, my flashlight stopped working. So in this case, you control everything. You're able to make it in.
Okay.
Now, you got the grapple. So what do you plan? What would you like to do now? You hear the captain. Sean, good over there and try. We'll have Rye get you the umbilical, but we need you to get on the other ship and to secure everything. Let's see if you can actually get inside with the airlock, please.
Okay. I know my job. I'll get at it. I just get on that.
So like you said, being scared is you go in the middle of nowhere and free fall as you just going. It's like a zip line, except you hope that it's not too fast so you can stop. But no, you're fine. You get to the airlock, and you punch in the code that was given by Miller. Miller's like, well, try this code. We'll say 764. And see if it will open. And you notice it doesn't open. You look a little closer, and you start seeing that the airlock looks like it's bulged, and so it won't open properly.
Airlock's bulged.
That can't be good.
No, it's bulged outwards.
Yeah.
That could be a sign of an increased pressure inside.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, something got it off. Looks like you might have to cut it.
Do I have I have the cutter on me too, don't I?
If you don't, if you want to, I'll throw the cutter.
I grab that, so I did.
Okay. You have the cutter on you? No, I don't see the cutter. I'll throw the cutter on you.
Thank you. So I guess we're going to have to do this the hard way.
Actually, you know what? Because
probably be able to drill a hole, just allow the pressure out the hole, not try to cut a big thing, kind of just try to slowly work my way down to the pinhole type thing to let it out.
Well, what you could do if you want is you can attach the umbilical, and then that way you don't have to worry about any kind of explosive decompression or anything.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Well, that's up to you all on how you want to do it. I'm giving you a maintenance jack and also a where's the cutter? I know I've got a cutter in here somewhere.
That works. I just want to make sure that we're able to close this again somewhat after we open it.
Yes. Well, that's going to be the hard part because you can do it with the umbilical, and that will allow you to keep it sealed, but you might not be able to close it.
But the thing is, if we're taking this ship, we need to have it sealed up again so we can fly with it. That's true. We need to think about another airlock, or we need to think about something else.
Well, what it should do is you can cut the outside door with you on there, and then the inner door should be able to open without losing pressure.
We could weld shut the door as well once we get in there, and use another hatch to get out.
Yes, you can do that if you like.
How far we have to travel. Anyhow, we need to get the schematics of this ship. Okay.
And actually,
I'm relaying this through the comms, right? We're kind of spitballing this to go because all the decisions aren't on my pay grade.
Wilson, can you send him the schematics?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. I'm gonna ask Mother if you have any kind of plans for the ship on her database, and if not, we can also send for any additional information from that will take a few days to get any kind of information back and forth, but maybe Mother has some.
Well, it's already loaded into there, so you're able to pull them up, and let's see if we can do this one.
I'm sure as soon as we start digging around on this ship, there's going to be AI start blinking with flags somewhere in an office. And they're going to start looking into these comms and everything and what's going on. And where our ship's located at this current time while we're doing this.
So are
It's
you
always-
hooking up the umbilical cord, or are you just going to cut it right now to create the small hole?
Because we can always put up the umbilical cord just for the safety purpose, like you said, so there's not the
Sure.
explosive compression. But we can always
Okay.
retract it later.
Yeah.
Decide to go another ways, so we don't leave ourselves tethered to it.
Yeah.
Well, it says the dorsal, and so you have it basically on the, when you look at the ship, one ship's above the other, and then there's an umbilical cord coming over, and you're able to do that, and you're
Okay.
able to. It takes it. Yeah, it's an airlock. It's a pretty sturdy door, but you're
Yeah.
able to cut it enough to go.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll me another air supply if you don't mind.
Good.
All Out of Love starts playing.
I was trying to think of an air supply song, but I couldn't.
So you're able to get it open without any problem. You're not wasting any air there. I'm going to deduct one for your stress. When you rest, your stress goes down. And what you see when you open it up is, let's see if I can. I hope I put everything in here.
Hey, Cody, what's happening?
Oh, I see. You're loading it up over there.
Oh, for the
That's quite the shape. It's almost like in a weird way. I don't know. It's hard to say what it looks like from the side view.
yeah.
Profile.
I know I had.
Gigantic thruster looking things at the back there.
Oh, those bastards. I uploaded this into there, and I don't see my oh, let's see.
Oh, I'm rolling everything
Okay, go
for
back up.
yeah, I was meant to do that public. Sorry. I was clicked on private. There's
No,
some-
okay, so you're going to see this. I'm going to do configure ownership. It's under your journal. You're going to get observer, or actually like this, and that should show you the ship.
Observer. Okay. Under skills. You want me to roll observation wit?
No, you don't have to roll anything.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good because I didn't do good.
What I did is I've gone into the journal, and
Okay.
you should see handouts, and that will show you the actual ship.
Oh, I see.
So there's the handouts that.
I see that now. Cronus deck A, B, C, and D. What deck is
Yeah.
this airlock on?
This is going to be A,
Okay.
and you're going to.
Is it an upper airlock or a lower airlock?
It is the upper airlock, so it's going to be on deck A. So it
Okay.
should be in the center of the room.
So there would theoretically be airlocks on the bottom, kind of thing.
Yes, there would be at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, where's my? I have room art, and I don't know why it's not showing up. I literally just found it. I was like, ah. I have too many windows open for the most part. I'm trying to find the. Okay, there we go. The Art of Chariot of the Gods. Okay, so that's what I was doing here. So you're going to see. Oh, those bastards. No, I had it up there with and I don't find my I put the wrong one up there. Anyway. Because if you go in Chariot God's scenario, you should be able to see Art of the Chariot, which will give you a couple of things in there, but not all of it. As you start going through, so you see the one where you have the one little tether. That's what you did, and then I had one that was called airlock, and I don't see where my airlock is. Damn it! Let me see if I can go find it. Good old Chat GPT where they did that.
Can you just give me a minute?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, there we go. I'm going to copy the image. And I'll send that to Shadow in Discord if he wants to put that up so everyone else can see it.
You can't just share from where you are.
No, I've got too many things open up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like I'm gonna have any more luck than that.
Discord's like a whole extra thing. We should probably use the private chat
Yeah.
within Restream. Because we already have it open.
Okay.
Well, the problem is I have one thing on my computer, then I have my iPad here, and so it's just going to
Yeah,
say
the picture's only half.
bastard. Why isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not doing that. And that's not even the proper one. I wanted the one that. Oh, this is the one I wanted. Sorry. Here, the second one should work better. Hopefully this will work. That's what I was looking for. There, that's what he sees when he goes in.
Oh, like screen share.
Is that right?
No, it's over in. I don't know if you can put in the Discord thing there, which I put in your. Or have you want to paste it? Maybe I can.
Give me.
Sure. Anyway, there was the picture that I wanted to put in, but it's the one picture I don't have. But basically, the room looks like.
There you go.
Okay, you get it?
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody see it?
I don't see it on the.
Where am
So
I
there
supposed
we
to
go.
look for it?
Yeah, that's what you see.
Where am I? Okay.
You should see it on
You
this
guys
main
all see
screen.
the image?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's what you see when you come in. Like there's no power, very little power at all.
All right. Nothing hanky. Nothing. No Giger-esque bio forms on there.
No, not yet.
Okay, so the mission in here is basically what? Get to the control room or get to the reactors and try and fire it up? Like, why is there very little power yet it's cruising through space?
Oh well,
Is
it's
everything being rerouted or?
it's inertia. An object in motion tends to stay in motion.
Yeah, okay. I'm surprised it hasn't hit a rock or something for 73 years.
Well, that's true. Let me get your character.
Maybe it has. It could have come from any angle. We haven't done a full
There you go.
visual of the ship. Just
It seemed to be coming straight at us, though. It didn't have any kind of a spiral or kilter to it. Usually, something that was hit rough would be like that, and structural integrity would be
true.
out of whack.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
We
it's.
got lucky, and my flying saved your bacon.
Yeah, the ship doesn't look like it's damaged for the most part. I mean, now once you get inside, you start seeing that it looks like there might have been internal damage, but there's nothing that looks like externally anything happened.
I'm going to start flashing my light around looking for signs of the crew on my way to the main computer, some of the computer terminals that I can get a reading going on this.
Okay.
Find out why the power's routed the way it is, and there's not more emergency lighting on. It almost seems like the life support's being
Look up,
cut off, but
actually-
possibly cut off on purpose. I'm guessing.
And George, I say so.
Now, if you want to direct him, you all can do that.
Yeah.
Right now, he's the junction of A1. I believe that I opened it up so you could all look at the map. That's what's there, but he can only see what's in there. The airlock should not have any. The internal airlock looks like it can move, so you're not sure what caused the damage to the outside of the airlock. That's the weird part to it.
So it's not possible to enlarge and zoom in on the decks, is it?
If you scroll your scroll wheel, it should be able to.
The proof, excuse me.
No, it's just
The
kind of
crew probably got a hold of some of that bad teriyaki chicken and decided to sleep it off.
okay. So whereabouts am I on this ship? You know, with the where am I in orientation to on the? Would it be the left airlock, right airlock, as I'm looking at it?
Should be so you're in cryo deck A. You're at junction A1.
A1. Okay, so junction A1. So I'm way up at the front.
Yeah, and that goes. You can try taking ladder all the way down to the bottom. Once you get in, once you open up this door.
Mother's right there, like Mother 2000.
Yes,
So I can go right there and find out all my answers. Correct.
you can if you
And I'm, like,
wanted
right
to.
next it. Yeah. What do you guys think? Shouldn't I be going right where the control room is to check this out?
Yeah. Maybe you'll get some download some information.
Yeah, I'm next to it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, if you can, transmit a copy
Mhm.
to our ship.
Go ahead and roll another air
Everything,
for me, please.
everything I'm looking at, you probably are seeing. So I can just have my camera that I'm wearing, like pointed at screens and such. And
Yes.
you guys can read it as I'm going through it. So I'm sorry. What did you ask me to roll on?
Go ahead and roll your air again, please.
Okay.
I feel like we're just hearing OG's character breathing the whole time
Yeah,
in the movie. Just
That's why I told him to stop breathing. He's
Yeah, that
going to
works
run out
really
of air
well.
if he doesn't.
Why am I panicked 7?
Oh, I don't know. You shouldn't be panic 7. You should have had 2. I don't know. Well, it's here. Let me go on your character.
I just noticed the air is like just below that. It's like
You're
falling
big-
out in red. It's like
Okay, well, you know what? 1 second there. There. You're no longer panicked.
okay. It's like, oh,
sure I'm not panicked.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be panicked for this. There you
Did
go.
I roll that?
So you haven't lost anything. Julie, so you're doing really well on your air supply.
yeah, it hasn't, not even a bit. It doesn't even run out. What did I roll? I can't see it with all these overlays. Like, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's why I did the pop
map
to move
open.
things over.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought I had another in here.
Yeah, I should have that. I clicked away. Okay, there's the map.
Okay.
Put it into a pop out. But when I did my roll, I couldn't see the roll. It just
Yeah.
kind of happened in behind.
I know that it sometimes gets in there. I'm not sure why it's telling me to roll stress. But yeah, you can try going through. Of course, your character, like you have limited vision where you are, but you also have the map, so you can try referencing where that is. So, oops.
Junction A1 looks like I just basically have to go, the opposite direction of the stairwell. Shoot right there, straight forward through three doors. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
How much distance is that? Because I don't see a distance.
So each square is 2 meters.
Okay, 130 meters is the total length. Each square is 2 meters.
Yes.
See, I can't see the squares. I can't zoom down in.
Oh, okay.
See the grid.
Well, I don't know if you can see this, but let me see. No, I can't do it on mine. Just because I have that background on, I'll have to play with it.
No problem. So, anyways, I'm heading towards it. I'm guessing that distance is probably like.
So if you see right there, like, oops, like I'm not sure if you can see my screen. but I
Okay,
can
just
zoom
click
in
on-
really close by using the scroll wheel.
Oh yeah, now I can see squares. Okay, so 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. It looked like about 7, and each one was 2 meters. You said
Mm-hmm.
it looked like about 14 meters then.
Yes. There we go. So, I mean, it's not too far.
Well, my job is, covering distance and checking things out. So, um, it's not like I have a bodyguard that's going to protect me out here. It's like, this is where the metal, meets the suit, the air suit. Or whatever.
You want me to send the captain over so she can hold your hand?
No, I'm just waiting for the GM to like, okay, how long does it take me to cross 14 meters?
Well, no, you can move your character, right?
Oh,
use
I
the
don't
little
even
air
see my
keys.
character on the thing. That
I put
was
your
like
character.
something I asked earlier.
You're Chom, right?
Yeah, but he's not on the. I can't zoom in, so maybe you do
Okay.
have him on there. I just can't see him.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see like when it says junction there. I'm moving your character.
No, I can't even see it move.
You
If
see
you
where that
hold-
just opened up?
Maybe you're further down to the south.
I don't know.
see-
I
I
see
can-
him move. Yeah. Anyway, you're at. You see a locked door, and it says you try pressing it. It has a little bit of power, but not very much. And it says it comes up and says only Wayland County executives are allowed to open this door.
Should I suit up?
Can't you just send him
you
a
are an
code or
executive too,
something?
aren't you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, Wilson. Go ahead and suit up and get over there.
All right. I will suit up and go over there.
I guess that's one more share we get to split, eh, Captain?
I'm gonna pull up a data terminal, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna see how close I am to like a galley. I'd like to score some of the good food if they got some good. Because usually these science vessels, they're kind of poshy people. They have better quality food.
Yes. So it should be on the second floor. Let's see. So if
I
you
got
go down,
back down to the stairs and jump down a deck.
yes, you should be able to do it from there. Yeah, so it's on the second deck, and you should be able to go down there. You notice that looks like there's a lot of dust, and there's frost everywhere. Your readings tell you that it's probably like minus 50 degrees inside, and the air is stale. It has high amounts of carbon dioxide. It's breathable, but it's not considered. It's probably got like I forgot what that. It's like 5 to 7% carbon dioxide,
Well, that's
which
a
is
lot.
a high amount. It's enough that it will you'll be worn out. The oxygen is breathable, but you're talking about 14% oxygen and about 5 or 6% carbon dioxide.
I think we best keep our masks on, and till we can get the system online, the life support and air scrubbers and such.
Okay.
I'm just going down there to see if I can take top pick of some of the premium items, like a couple nice bottles of wine or some caviar in there, like the captain's pick. I like to grab
Sure.
some of that stuff and throw it in my ditty bag here.
Is there like a line?
And get back up and meet Wilson.
Did OG's character like make like a line that I can kind of just more easily get to the ship with, or is there?
Yes. No.
I-
You guys have
aircraft
already
thing.
hooked up the umbilical cord.
Okay, cool.
So you can just kind of walk over there. Let me go throw your character on here.
That's all easy now. You don't have to do any jungle gym stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you can see where you're in the junction there.
Okay, let's see here.
See, George, can you? I don't know, George. Can you scroll in and out with your? Because, like I said, my scroll
Yeah.
wheel works fine.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm at the junction. So where's the room? So the room that and I can see. It looks like I can see OG's character.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
door.
he's
I assume
about-
that's the door I have to go to.
Yes.
Okay, so I will go
Okay.
and I will see if I can unlock this using my own credentials.
Okay. You should be able to go in.
Oh, great. And I lock the door behind me.
Yeah, don't want anyone to see anything.
All right. Okay, I start accessing Mother, or the
Okay.
Mother 2000, or whatever it's called here.
Yes.
And,
Yes, it's Mother's 2000.
I will not tell anybody else. Just
Okay.
myself. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
I
whatever questions you want to ask, you can put it in there.
Okay.
It's always the quiet ones, right, folks?
Well, he's typing in there. You're like, you know. I got to make sure I can find out. There. All right. Let's see.
Well, that's a bummer that the functionality of, the whole thing with the Foundry and moving the tokens around is not working for me.
Oh man, I don't know if you maybe need to refresh it. I don't know because George says he can do it.
I think I'm going to refresh it. I think that's where we're going.
Yeah.
See what happens. Loading Chronos deck 1. Oh, yeah, look at that. Now I can see myself.
Okay. So,
Very nice. Okay. So I was trying to get down to, and then.
yeah, I'll move you down to the second floor while George is doing his thing.
Okay, I will transmit that the engines went offline, and that's probably one of the things we need to get going to get this thing in shape.
Okay, where are the engines located? Again,
they should be located on deck C, I believe. I'm not sure if you can look it up. If you look into
Wilson, I'm headed down to deck C. I'm going to stop on B for a minute.
Okay.
So there's deck C. It says reactor relay control at the very bottom. Deck B has the mess hall, and deck A has Mother, and deck so.
So deck B. So is the galley actually listed?
It should say mess hall.
Okay. I'm just looking.
So you just tell me we're going to go there. We're going to hold off for a little bit while George does some things.
Okay.
I find the resolution is just so fine with this stuff that I'm having to get out my reading glasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like having a real hard time with this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, again, if you just want to just visually say it, then you guys can just pop out the images and just look at that and say, "Hey, I'm going over here," and I'll move you around.
Okay, I found it though, and I can read it now. It's excellent.
Okay, good. Yeah, but no, I agree. It's like really small, and that's why I use the scroll wheel back and forth. And once you get the scroll wheel, and then George has no problem. He's like, da 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 da.
Hey, Off Grid, I just sent you a message on Discord. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it private because it's not private, but I'll send it private here. Can I do that here?
Yeah, you just go into the restream and chat right in the private.
All right. So I'll tell what's OG's character's name? So just for the air, maybe so we can so not have to sit here in clunky suits. We could probably make it breathable by doing a cleaning of the scrubbers. It might be it might be the first thing we do just to get a fix going on this play. Working on here.
Just want to make sure I have the right room here. And then you can. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, okay. Where's the command station?
It's on deck B, and right below you.
Okay.
Okay. So while George does that, I'm going to activate this to go to the next level.
Okay.
So you can, and then let me see where I can put OG here.
Oh, let me go back over here. I can. Oh, you're putting me down on the level B. Okay.
Yeah, you want to go to level B, right?
Yep. So the stairwell would put. You know, the coolest thing is that stairwell puts me really close to the mess hall.
It does.
They knew what they were doing when they designed that. The corporate suite's over here, man. You want to check that out, Wilson? Yeah. Opposite the mess hall.
Oh, yeah, save me a bottle.
The air scrubber shaft is just back there beyond the stairwell. We should also check out this vestibule 1 armory. That looks interesting.
Watch your air supply.
Yeah, and go ahead and roll your air supply again there, if you don't mind, OG.
Yep.
All right.
If it gets too much, then you come back and you can.
I'm going to head to the command center and start
Okay.
trying to get the power back on.
Ooh. Ouch.
Oh, wait, face hugger.
Yeah. You find that there was a small leak in your suit and you lost a lot of air very quickly before
Me?
you were able to stop
I
it.
went down to 1?
Yes.
What the hell?
You're able to plug up the suit, but unfortunately it went. You were able to find the small rip, but you lost a lot of oxygen in the meantime.
So where's my stress level now?
That's up to you. Do you want to get back in and try to, recover your stress, or
Well,
keep
where can I
exploring?
grab another air tank around here? Like, wouldn't there be extra air, oxygen canisters or things I could be hooking on near the airlocks or anywhere nearby, an emergency station or a wall?
There might be
Like
EVA suits with
fire
some,
extinguishers.
but you
Well,
don't
yeah,
know if they've been full. It has been 73 years, so.
That's true. They would have. This is desperate, boys.
It's going to smell like grandma's attic in here.
Now I see why I get paid the crappy money.
So, do you want to head back to the ship?
Expendable. What's that?
Are you
I need
heading
the
back to the
captain's
ship, or are you going to
assistance.
keep exploring?
Need the captain's assistance.
Okay.
Bring me a few air tanks.
We'll
I'll
put
meet
some
you
air
up here
tanks over in
Or him
the airlock for you.
halfway. Pardon?
Well, she said, "Right, go get some air. Go get some tanks so we can refill. It might take a few minutes, but come back up to the airlock, and we'll fill you back up. We're going to put you under partial quarantine,
Okay.
since we're not sure what's going on with the ship. Last thing we want is some disease coming through, and that's what killed off the crew.
Who says they're dead?
I don't know.
Well, there's a tear, which means I could be contaminated. This is a whole new thing now.
Yeah.
Well, you were positively air pressured, so you should be okay with that.
Okay, yeah, nothing was coming in, everything was leaving. That's true.
Right.
So I found it, sealed it with some space duct tape. Cool.
Yeah, the equivalent. Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Any good suit's going to have some patches.
Yeah, so we're gonna. No offense, I'm just deleting you off of that floor, putting it back up to the floor A.
So much for the exploration. So much. It looked like so much good stuff to look through down there.
Yes.
Like a picker's dream.
Well, Wilson's still there. Maybe, he'll bring some stuff back for us.
Oh, he's a corporate man. Company man for life, I imagine. Probably got Whalen Yutani tattooed on him somewhere.
Doesn't mean he ain't gonna get thirsty over there.
So George, go ahead and roll your air as you're in there.
Oh no, air supply.
Actually, did I put that on your character? Maybe I'll.
I saw it there. Let me. I restarted my.
Okay.
So here, let me. Actors.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I will.
Wilson, and it's under general, was it?
Well, I'm going to put you under one second here.
Oh, and
well, you'll get it right there. Cool. There you go.
Make sure we're there.
Now it's active.
Yeah.
Notice it does have a little bit of armor equivalent. So
I roll that little parachute by the air.
Yep.
All right, one face hugger.
So you're down to 4 air now.
Okay.
If you roll even a single one of those, it means you're down 1 air segment. You can roll a bunch and be down a whole bunch at once.
Oh my god, how many?
I went the longest time without losing any, and all of a sudden I was down to 1.
Wow.
1 roll.
All right. Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, because you can lose that much so quickly, which is a shock to me. The fact that you lost that much at once.
Yeah.
It was.
Imagine his surprise.
Well, yeah, that's why I said there was a tear in your suit.
It's a good explanation for how you'd lose that much that quick.
Oh,
So who's bringing the tanks to the airlock?
well, she did.
Rye. Rye's the other character, the other maintenance.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on my way there. Try not to breathe too heavy.
I tried telling you, but no, you listen. No.
My character doesn't strike you as someone who's got the best sense of humor.
No, Captain Miller's just all about money and job and everything else. Like, I'm here to do this, get out.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna head to the control station.
And okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more information. Sorry, so I'm trying to get through here.
You see so clearly with these things on. It's brutal. I only ever used to have a problem seeing at a distance, and then age did this to me.
All right. I tell
hardball that damaged my eyes previously.
OG's character to wash his hands when he gets back.
Okay.
Wash my hands. I've had my hands in gloves the whole time.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. There's, you have the normal protocol to disinfect if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give a little bit more information to George there. And
Are
he
you
can,
you guys looking at that private chat window?
yeah, I am.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm not looking at the private chat restream. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I closed down Discord because it was like eating up
Okay.
system resources.
Okay, that's fine. I
So
was
if
just
you
making
sorry, if you're waiting for a response, I wasn't looking at
Okay.
anything.
Well, someone let me know if whatever you're doing there, that's fine.
But Shadow, you were asking questions earlier, and I was responding in the private chat restream.
And I'll take a look at it in a second. I got to reload.
The Foundry go down.
Yeah, for some reason. I think I accidentally closed it when I was closing the Discord image.
What is the power 5 on my my consumables?
So
like,
the power is every time that you use it, you roll your power. They do very similar with ammo. So it just determines how long it takes until you're. So your power 5 should be, I guess that's your cutter. That's probably where your power is coming from.
Okay. I have a rosary. Does that give power 5?
No, that actually reduces your stress.
Okay. It has a real thing that it does in the game. You just
Yeah. No. That's what they
I
do.
couldn't see your
It
face.
says
I was looking at a different screen.
yeah, no, it says your signature item, and that's what it does.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. And sorry, I need to do one more here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. We'll see. There we go. All right, George, are you going to go down the level?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to where was to you said from command I could do with some of the stuff.
Yeah, you can go here, and then we'll
try to turn the power on.
Yep. You'll put your character out here. Let's see. There you go. Look, wrong one. I'll get you in a second. Also, I put you in the right junction. There you go.
Cool. So I assume it's towards the bulbous part.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and stop there, George. And I'm going to, let's see if I can give you a picture within Discord here. And so this is the bridge. You should be able to observe it now. If you go into the...
I'm in Discord. As soon as it pops up, I'll share it.
Okay. Well, I'll copy it for you too, just so you can... There you go. I don't know how long it's
Not
going to
seeing
take.
it.
That's loading up.
Oh, okay, got it.
You notice...
Oh, Lord.
Might have to refresh. I can't see it.
Oh, because I haven't shared it yet.
Oh, okay.
I was just taking it in. Sorry.
Thought the floor
That's a
was
mess.
changing.
That is a mess.
So the middle one is the hollow table. There are 2 stations. The one on the left has an axe through it.
Okay.
This is a different story
All
now.
right. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go with cabin fever.
yeah, it looks like a mixture of like a mutiny and some kind of illness. So we need to maintain all our germ protocols. The computer thinks it's spread through contact, but perhaps we might need to assume it's airborne as well. But who knows? It might have mutated since then.
Well,
And it's so the hollow table is damaged. So that's the center. There was a fire that was inside. The blast shutters are down. You can see soot in the ceiling, and several of the stations are burned out. You have
so they tried to put the fire out with the fire axe. Nice.
that was,
But I never thought of that myself. But that's the way to go.
or what was that?
Chop that fire out of existence.
What was
Fire
that?
break.
That one movie? Was it Blowback? What was that called?
Backdraft.
Backdraft. Yeah, that was.
Open up
Well-
orange in your face.
So yeah, I mean you've got a command station. You've got 2 pilot stations. The one on the left is the one with the axe. You've got a life support.
Someone didn't like their job.
You've got life support in there, and the one on the right, even though it shows it's somewhat damaged, it still looks like it should work.
All right. Well, I'm going to see if I can get anything going. So at least the lights on or something.
Okay.
Start with the easiest one. Main thing I want to do is try to get the life support. Yeah.
Okay. So there you have the life support station.
You know what? Wilson, life support's irrelevant.
Well,
Life support could be what's gumming up the works. You know what I mean? All those folks were living off that life support. I recommend we stay suited up until we know otherwise. What are you going to start breathing that air?
if we can confirm that this is not airborne, then it'll make things a lot easier.
How can you do that? You a doctor?
No, but this is a lab ship. There should be some information.
Right. And look what it did to them. A bunch of freaking doctors and scientists went freaking ape shit.
All right, I think. All right, let's see if we can at least get the power going, because there are a lot of the crew are apparently dead. There's some,
What do you mean by a lot?
like more than half
Where are the rest?
in cryo. It looks like.
Okay, well, they can stay there.
Yeah, but we'll need a bigger crew to take this thing. We might even have to just abandon the other ship and just go with this.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
The captain's like, no, I will fly a ship myself if I have to.
Yeah,
You know,
by your command, I'll fly this one.
Well,
Nice and safe
from the
and warm and
appearance,
cozy.
for those that survived, there don't seem to be anybody listed as a pilot.
Uh-huh.
And I think if we have a better ship, it's better to go with a better ship.
You call that a better ship?
Well, I mean, we could probably salvage some parts from the other ship to get this one going. Then a few months later, we just come back, get our cargo. I mean, this mission is way more profitable than the original mission.
Profitable to who?
To all of us.
Don't we have a contract?
Yeah, and
Setters,
this is salvage rights and all those things. And the salvage rights are way more than this contract to like just bring some
right, but out here, reputation is everything.
yeah, it's space. There's not that many people sending stuff out there. they get what they need from you because they need you. They couldn't care less if you were late. Who knows? You just make a
Yeah, unless we're
just
carrying,
don't come back to Sutter
uh,
World. That's all.
well, what's on the manifest of our cargo? Anything like medical supplies?
It was actually an archaeological expedition.
No. Our ship.
Oh, an
Oh,
archaeological
your ship is carrying tritium.
tritium. Ah,
It's actually in the journal if you want to read it, but I'll give you a little bit more
So
information.
fuel, the stuff that makes things go.
Yeah, your ship's
Yeah.
cargo is packed with dozens of tanks of dangerous tritium gas that's in the process of decaying into extremely profitable helium-3. Usually cargoes such as these are towed in massive tanker modules that transport much higher concentrations of the gas, a safe distance from a freighter hauler. But this one isn't rated as a hauler, so they load it up unsafely anyway.
Yeah.
well, maybe we could put the tritium onto this ship.
Above my pay grade.
Yeah, can't spend all that cold hard cash if we're freaking dust in the wind.
Well, there are a few things here. One is that Georgia, you said you're looking at the different stations.
Yeah.
So the life support monitor still works. That's the one that you can tell, and it's showing that in red, blinking is the air scrubbers need to be changed,
Okay.
and that should reduce the carbon dioxide to well within normal limits and bring the oxygen back up to like 21% or so.
Omen, I'm headed back to the ship, and I'm gonna get a new suit after like cooling down. Because I had a panic episode, so I need the quiet room, a little bit of time, some nice music, some lavender essential oils on the burner there, and who's the other roughneck? They can take over and go in and do that.
Yeah,
Clear
so Rye's
the,
going in there.
Scrubber.
Yeah, so you're
Scrubber.
you're wandering around looking over here. It looks like some of this stuff can be repaired, but you don't have the skills. But the life support monitor, you can also. It looks like you can also try bringing the power back on.
All right.
And try bringing this back, the temperature back to normal, if you'd like.
Temperature will help a lot. Anything that will help with, like, worst comes to worst is if we have some kind of catastrophic accident with our suits. I think that we'll be suited up, but worst comes to worst, if something happens to our suits, we could, that's like you take the risk. You're either going to die or breathe the air here. So I'm gonna ignore what everybody's saying, and I'm gonna try to get life support online.
Okay.
In some way.
All right. So you're going. Okay, you're able to do that. It's going to take probably about 24 hours to heat up to get to normal, livable temperatures, which will be good because then you don't have to worry about freezing to death. But the other part is that Rye can try going over there. OG, let me see what your character has here.
Hey, Miller, I got 3 cups of coffee in me, dying to get out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The ladies.
Yeah, I'm grabbing a quick shower.
Yeah, we'll use the restroom myself. So everyone's going over. While George is going to go through this in just a second. We still love you, George. We're just, but you're going to have to hold down the fort for the next. Let's see.
I've been muted all this time.
Oh, okay, well, that's good.
That's funny. Oh man, because I just literally was telling the chat, I guess, that I'm running a 5e game next week for some friends of ours, and they're like, they play 5e. They're not like too deep in, but I guess if you do something cool, it doesn't matter. And so I looked. My one daughter wanted. I asked, kind of probed everybody what they wanted in a setting, and my oldest wanted something steampunky. So I chose Eberron.
Oh yeah, you can do that one. The other one that's really good is Iron Kingdoms.
Oh, what's that?
That was Privateer Press, but I was able to get on a humble bundle for like $20 all of their original stuff. So I have their homebrew one. Now that's just, I don't know when it's going to come back up, but I was also able to get all the 5e stuff, and so they included everything in there too. And that's I like that setting a lot, and I like the miniatures and stuff. As much as I say I'm not a miniature guy, I have thousands of dollars worth of miniatures. I just haven't painted them like I need to. Every so often I get into the mood and I do it, but I really need just a dedicated room, and that's all it's going to be. And hey, this is my workshop, and get the airbrush and just do a few things in there. And unfortunately, I found out that, speaking a little bit differently other than Alien, but Privateer Press apparently had to move out of their offices, and the move, they lost a lot of the molds.
Oh.
And that caused it basically to collapse because they couldn't produce their miniatures because they lost the molds. And someone found the molds a few years later in a storage shed. You know how they have auctions for vacant, for unpaid storage? That's where they found them. And it's like, oh man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But no, for a while it was as big as Warhammer almost. I was seeing more people playing War Machine and Hordes than were playing Warhammer.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at these. These look so cool. And is that the same setting as War Machines? Iron something?
Yeah. Yep. Iron Kingdom is the setting. War Machine was the game, and then they had the other version which I liked, which had to do with the monsters. So War Machines, of course, had the steampunk, and then that was the civilized, and then Hordes was supposed to be the uncivilized group, outside of the normal humans. And actually, I liked the RPG idea in there. It was kind of cool. Sometimes there are certain systems I don't like when I first played them, and then I go back years later. So actually, that was a pretty good system. But
so are they back? Like it looks like they have a website, but I don't know if it's like.
They have the website, but they sold it off to, I think, Steam Forge Games. But the books, like I said, I don't know if it was a year ago or something. I think it was in 2025 or something. They had all the PDFs for the books, including when they had their own system, and then when Privateer Press kind of collapsed, they did also a 5e Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter had a lot more to it. As far as setting wise, but yeah, I know that I can't remember one of Connell's friends, Jade. He really loved it in the 3E version. So they've done a 3E, they've done their own system, and then they did a 5E version, and they did a lot of it where, you have like liches in one group. You had trolls, which trolls were my favorite one. They had the Circle of Ouroboros, which were like evil druids.
That reminds me with the trolls in Eberron. There's this one country ruled by hags, and all the sort of misfit monster races are there. And but how they feed their people is by like cutting flesh off of trolls, and just like it grows back. So why?
Well,
why should you complain? It's going to grow back.
One of the things I really liked about the game was, they have the Monsternomicon, and the Monsternomicon had you rolled your knowledge skill,
Mhm.
and depending on how high you roll, you got different information. And so, like, common information might be wrong about the
Mhm.
monsters, and if you got something really obscure, you'll find out like, oh, this is what they really do. So it can fool players. Like, oh, I passed this. Oh yeah, this is what you read off the normal information for it. And I wish more games did that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the Monsternomicon was really good. It like I said, the rules were really simple. It was D6. Basically, it was your stat, and then however many dice you have. So you basically only did a 2d6. There were
Yeah.
ways to get up to 5d6, depending what you did.
We had something like that in my OSE game, where they were like in this. It was a Stonehell game, and there were these oozes that we were
Yeah.
fighting, and like then like somebody wrote on the walls to like use wine to like fight the we'll stop the oozes, like we'll damage
Okay.
the oozes, and of
Yeah.
course we tried it and didn't do anything, and we wasted our wine.
Yeah, but I mean, those are always really cool to start doing stuff like that. It was, I remember hearing Professor Dungeon Master talking about how he did the B1, B2, and the Caves of Chaos.
Mhm.
He said, "Well, I don't use kobolds. I just turn them into cannibalistic humans. They have all the same stats, but now players don't know how to read it." That's what he was doing. Orcs and stuff. And he would just change up the type of monster they were. And
Oh,
I was
cool.
like, well, I say change up the monster. Same monster, stat wise, but completely different look. So, he posted his stuff up there, and I thought that it was really cool when he was talking about how they went in and found things. And of course, he plays with miniatures and all that other stuff. So, all right, George, I sent you more information. So,
Here we go. All right. So I tell the crew it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna go to see what I'm gonna do just to get the heat going. And like I said, it's just we'll have our suits and we'll be worst comes to worst if there's a catastrophic failure of our suits. You might not die.
okay.
Might not.
Well, just we'll see. We'll find out if there's any airborne infection still around. I'm going to try to see if I can get the scrubbers online. Find a
So you're going to try helping out.
Yeah, because the crew over there probably never thought of that.
Well, it's probably the scrubbers. It's been 70 some odd years, so probably the scrubbers were working, and now they're just all clogged. It's like changing the air filter on your car. You got to do it.
Why don't you
Apparently-
find out what actually happened over there, so we don't just like go through the same things they did?
I could wake somebody up and find out. And I don't know if they have a. I'd have to have them on I'm not sure if I could. I mean, maybe the cryopod. Do we just keep it locked so they're not like exposed to this cold CO2 filled air?
Yeah, I'm thinking every one of them is infected, regardless of what they say or do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even at 70 some odd years in cryo, you're gonna still have some activity, and whatever was killing the crew would probably have killed them already. And it says they're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have a cure.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I think they were hoping that we'd find a cure for them, or somebody.
Well,
if they had a cure, they'd have just kept on with their business. I mean, do you honestly picture them all just voluntarily marching into their cryopods and just hoping for the best?
Perhaps something they continued on their mission, and something happens to the ship afterwards.
They put an axe through the console.
Well, that would make sense then. Why they're going on cryo? Some of the crew are probably crazed by the disease, or just acting. How people acting like during plagues, they do some silly things.
Silly things.
Yeah, like put sand in a skate park, things like that. Probably some kind of
And access through piloting consoles. Sure.
maybe somebody was trying to like I don't know like
Make sure the ship never came into contact with humans again.
perhaps somebody was overzealous about cutting out the contamination. Like who knows? Can't stop the spread.
Well,
Right.
you know what? You got a point. You got a point, though. I bet if you went down to the cryo tubes and you look at you look through the tubes and see how they're doing,
Mhm.
if they're infected, like you said, they might be showing signs outside, like
good
their
point.
skin or such. And you might be able to tell.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so let's see. I'm going to.
It's a little cold right now, so you
Mhm.
might want to give it some time to warm
Yeah.
up the ship. otherwise, well, I mean, it depends. If you just want to look at them while they're in cryo sleep, it won't be a problem.
All right. I think I'm going to go look for a replacement scrubber. See if there's a replacement filter or something.
All right,
And-
so Ryan's going to try doing that. You're going to head over there with to help him out. George, go ahead and roll me an air supply.
Okay. Yep. There he is. General air supply. What happened?
Oh, you're still good.
Oh, cool.
Don't take that for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it looks like the ship's been abandoned for a long time. There's rust, there's mold, so stuff like that. So, George,
Mhm.
The depends on where you want to head.
Okay. I'm gonna. Where's the? I assume that. Let's see here. I'm going to get out.
So the cryo is actually on the first level.
First level, and I'm on B deck.
Yeah, and this would be on A deck.
Okay, so I go to the ladder.
Okay, I will swap you over to A deck.
Oh wait, no, not the cryo. I want to go to the where there might be. I want to replace the filter or fix the filter.
Okay.
So one would be perhaps find where the filters might be, like a spare.
So the air scrubbers are on every deck, but it looks like the way to enter them is through a shaft at the deck A.
Deck A. Okay, so I'll go to deck A then. All right. Let's see here. Is it back this way? Or would I even know?
Yep. So you're doing that. Let me bring, and then Ryan's going to help you out.
Over there.
So that's another stairwell. It looks like you're going to have to go over. Yep. So there are intercoms all over the place, and like there's basic power, but
Okay.
so anyway, if you're going to do this, I'll move your character around.
Yeah, I can't really drag him. I don't know why right now.
Probably because someone was over him. 1 second.
I'm in the walls.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to move you around.
So Lyron's done his shower, resuited up. He can come over and start to help.
Okay.
Did I lose some stress?
Oh yeah, your stress is back to 0.
Cool.
Yeah, basically you lose 1 stress about every 10 minutes, as long as you just sit and rest or do nothing strenuous.
Okay. Took a warm shower.
Yep. So there you go. So this will be anyway. So we're going to go into the air scrubbers. You're going to help them out, all 3 of you. And this is what you will see. I can. Okay.
Now on the bridge, I saw 2 piloting stations. Does it need 2 pilots to pilot this thing?
No, that's just a
Co-pilot.
yeah. Cargo bay. Where is my?
Roger. What's your vector, Victor?
But the 2 things I really want, and they aren't showing up here. It's like I know I moved these pictures over. All right, give me a second here.
Wouldn't that be a funny game where you play it? It's kind of like Star Wars comedy.
Yes.
But you play like the droids from the Clone Army, and you just play them. You're always like hearing their banter and stuff, walking around and shooting. It'd be comedic.
No, not again. It's like lightsaber cuts your head off.
Go through all the major battles, and every time you die, you just jump into a body of another one that just carries on to the battles over.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to.
Okay.
Bye.
Star Wars is still got so much meat on the bone.
I know.
Stories to tell.
I did this whole thing, and I'm like, okay. I said generate this, and now it's trying to regenerate things. I'm like, no, find my original images.
Is this how many games have you run through the Foundry system?
This is my very first one, so I'm sorry about some of this.
Oh no, I thought you were familiar with it.
I've been familiar. I've had it for a couple of years, but this is the first one I've actually done that. I'm trying to find where my photos are. And it's supposed to do the project settings. Like, okay.
I've backed a VTT and bought one on Steam. It was the one I think it was called Keep It Lit.
Okay.
For Shadow Dark.
Yeah.
I never got around to actually using it. I liked everything they did with it, and I've looked at so many different map making tools and that Maps of Kings. I think it was called Map of Kings or something. But there's all these different ones, and I've just wanted to get into them, but never took the jump into learning the whole tool set.
Oh, I literally
bought them. I've done anymore. They've sat on my bookshelf.
All right, I think this is the one I wanted. Okay, so Shadow, here's what they're going to see in the when they go to the air scrubbers.
Oh, there I am. Okay, and the scrubbers are.
I mean, I have to kind of.
Aren't they over here?
They put walls in there, but it says there's an access chamber to get into there. So it's what I can do is I can delete everyone like this, and just literally put you. Give me a second here.
Okay.
And then put you all into there. I mean, I have to kind of. They put walls in there, but it says there's the access chamber to get into there. So
that was your audio just went weird off on it.
Oh,
or it could be.
It's like
Shadow.
I think somebody clicked on the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
We're hearing the stream at the same time.
There you go.
Sorry. I was away, so I was using a second device to
Sure.
hear.
But ooh, I don't like those things on the wall.
Yeah, those scrubbers aren't coming clean anytime soon.
What the hell is this place? Whoa.
All right. That doesn't seem to be standard equipment.
You got some Lysol, spray disinfectant.
I was thinking more like napalm.
You have an incinerator.
Well, maybe that explains the whole axe incident.
Let me ask you something.
I mean, everyone's worried about black mold. There you go.
Yeah.
That's not coming clean.
Fire Marshal Bill.
What is it? Fire is the answer. Question. Fire is the answer.
And by the way, you also start seeing electricity going up and down, and water draining down from the top. So this helps generate fresh water through the ship. So this is
It's like your ozone effect type thing.
Yeah.
A mini atmospheric effect.
I'm pretty sure that's going to qualify as alien life.
Maybe we could seal off certain areas and just have cryo only to the cryo. Have only life support to like the command module areas, and get this ship home. Like if we.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to clean the scrubbers. That's the main point of it.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I imagine the scrubbers aren't that entire room.
Yeah.
Pressure washer
Yeah,
in it.
that's it's a huge room. It
Oh,
goes
that
down
is-
3 floors.
That is the scrubber.
Those are all
Yes.
the scrubbers in there, and
And you
yeah,
just gotta unclog them.
Yeah.
yeah. It's going to take several hours. I mean,
Hours?
yeah, yeah.
What do we have
Well, I guess
Yeah.
if we had like a tool or something like a.
Well, we're going to
Spray
have to have like sanitizing sprays and some kind of caustic type thing that eats that stuff. And we're going to need scrubbers on poles, preferably.
The hard part is we know the movie, so it's just like
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. That does not look
Like you should be interacting with it.
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well-
let's push this ship into the sun
Yeah.
and just
But corporate
Yeah.
land's not allowed to do that. It's Wayland Yutani property. He's
It's-
like sworn an oath to protect it over our lives.
I'm wondering
This
if
is
okay. Look,
what I'm thinking.
let's just look at it like this. There's 30 of them, right? Was that the full complement? 30?
Yeah, 30, and it's like,
Okay, so out of 30, let's say 15 failed miserably,
okay,
and there's 5 of us.
yeah. Well,
That's
I'm-
3 times of us failed. You feeling lucky?
maybe they took a while to
Feeling
figure it
still-
out. You know, what I'm thinking is
I think we figured it out.
this stuff was
This is a death trap.
perhaps this stuff was in the command area, and that's why it was all burnt and charred, and the axe. They're trying to maybe scrape it off with an axe. It didn't really work.
Oh
And
my
then,
god!
And then like they threw in a little bit of gasoline in there and then burned it all.
Wow,
That's what
Miller, you hearing this crap?
that makes the most sense to me.
You know what? I've heard stories about spray psychoses.
Spray
Little
psych-
side note: this actually happened on a place in Antarctica where someone burned down. I think it was one of the Argentinian ones. He basically went nuts and burned down the research station.
Oh my god!
Because you can see the mold in the air. Or
Okay, that's
something.
like out of Alien, like not Alien. Gosh, what's
The
the
thing.
Thing.
thing?
It's in
Well,
the
no,
air.
but I was looking it up. There's actually, I think, but apparently someone went nuts.
In the
Like
air.
I don't know if it's the 1980s, and yeah,
There is a unconfirmed story, but it looks like something that maybe NASA had hidden. Apparently, one of the first POC females that went into space.
That's a good idea to write.
And she apparently was so miserable up in space that she sabotaged the mission. Tried to
Yeah,
put a
well,
hole in there.
when you're sent up in space to be a human chew toy for the male astronauts, yeah,
Well, yeah, the one thing was
That's literally what that was.
she could-
She was
she
the first space prostitute.
So 19. So just to give you an example of
Life's hard in the
people going
corner.
having
It's a drain.
psychoses, the Alamirante Brown base station, which was owned by Argentina, the station leader deliberately burned down the base to avoid staying for another winter, forcing evacuation by a U.S. Navy ship. McMurdo Station, 1991, the old chapel burned down in an incident of arson. And I'd be like, what?
Because no one wants to be there.
Mutiny.
You have to volunteer for these jobs. I know, because I
Yeah, but
volunteered.
after
more
having
control.
taken the job
Yeah,
and found out that it's the shittiest job on the planet,
I'm just saying
They
that,
lied
you
to
know,
you.
this
They
is
know
not,
themselves.
you know, space psychoses are not unheard of.
this is no psychosis we all see in the Scrubbers. The
Well-
Scrubbers are infected with some sort of alien shit that I ain't never seen before. Have you guys? I don't
No,
think
it's some
so.
weird space goo.
Well, it looks like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen giant puffballs. Looks like black
I've
puffballs.
seen a few
Yeah.
molds, spores, and fungi.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't sign up for this. This is like very hazardous. I don't think we're equipped.
yeah, okay, I got an idea. It's just to ease Wilson's contractual obligations. Who is in the cryo tubes? Like rank? Did the captain make it?
Captain
Did any of the science officers?
second in command made it.
Okay.
And the rest are Marines. There's also a Utani representative.
Of course.
What else was there? Gotta scroll up here.
Okay, well, why don't we get them all out? Why don't we
And
get
a couple of
aboard our
science
ship?
officers.
No, I was just
Take the
wondering if there's a medical. What's the highest ranking medical science officer over there?
There are a couple of people that are science officers in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're also, they also know medical.
So maybe one of them, would have more information than all of us combined right now, and be able to give us a little bit better idea.
Yeah, but how are we going to open them up in like a frozen room? I don't know.
No, you got a point there.
I maybe they could still be in the life support in the sort of cryo thing, but not like open it. But
They're
I don't know
portable, are they not?
if those can work. If those will work
Do-
without, just work like just have normal breathable air.
Do they have any communication equipment on the inside of the cryopods?
We need Laddie to help us get these over to our ship.
Oh no! I don't want anything over there from that ship.
He'll be collecting aliens as pets.
Right.
Face huggers everywhere. He's just throwing them like cats.
If the cryopods have any sort of communication equipment on the inside, maybe you could wake one of those guys up, ask them a few questions, and then put them back under. If they wake up screaming, we know what's what, right?
That sounds good. Why don't you come over here and do that?
That's beyond my skill set. I'm a pilot. I don't have those skills.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to kill anybody by accident.
Well, no, if they have communication equipment on the inside, maybe there is such a thing. Someone thought ahead so that you could wake them up and go, "Hey, we're not letting you out, but we got a couple of questions." But if not, then we're back to square one.
All
Captain
right.
Mosley, why don't you just get some a steam sprayer on the ship and just clean those damn scrubbers out so we can actually breathe, so we don't have to worry about people dying.
That's what I mean. We're running out of oxygen. That's why I suggested getting the main assets off this raft to our boat and then detether and then assess what's wrong with it while we're detethered from it.
This is bigger, so I'm not sure if we can take all the things. Maybe we could take a cryopod over.
That's what I meant. Like, take the surviving cryopods. There must be a way to like load them onto our vessel, move them around.
I guess on that little tether or something. Is there
Maybe
is there
only
docking?
if they've got some sort of self-contained power supply. Otherwise, you unplug them from the wall, and they're going to go, you know.
Is there a docking port on this ship?
Watch the movies.
On
Don't
both
they move
ships?
these things around, man? Like on trolleys?
I don't remember that ever happening. I remember it being kind of like
when they're at the medical
it looked like they
facilities,
weren't
don't
going
they have them
anywhere.
in cryo things that they're moving them around in, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, if we could,
Depends on the ship, maybe.
if we could dock this ship to our ship, but I don't know if we want that.
Well, you already docked.
We docked. We have
Oh,
that.
we're docked. Oh, okay. So it's tethered, but are we like?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
is
airlock.
there-
airlock,
is
so
there
we
like a
can
bridge
move them
between the two things?
Well, you'd have to go down to the. Well, one is you have to make sure your power's up, and you've been able to get some of the power up. You still have emergency lighting and things. The big thing is try and get the, try and get it to warm up.
Yeah.
Is there a computer down in the med bay?
Let's see.
Possibly that.
Should be. Okay.
I'm looking.
If
So-
there
so-
is, maybe you can access the medical records there if they haven't been hatcheted.
So, I mean, there's an examination room through the cryopods, and then there's a med lab on C. I'm sorry, on deck B. So deck A is where the cryopods are, and deck B is where the med lab is. You guys are right now where the scrubbers are. The captain's like just let's get a steam cleaner and just spray them out. Put it at like
Okay.
500 degrees Fahrenheit and just clean the damn scrubbers.
The captain suggesting this?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll get to work.
She's getting fed up with some of
She
this. It's like,
pays, so. All right then. I'll go locate one, or I'll come back to the ship and grab ours, whatever, and grab some more oxygen.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds
I'll
good.
while that's happening, I'll go over and start looking at the cryopods, see what's going on with them. Maybe I could see if
Okay.
it's got like lesions or something, or some kind of sign of sickness.
All right. Since you and Kai are going to do this, let me go delete Wilson. He'll move over to the cryopods here. Oop. There you go. I magically teleport you around. As you get over there, as you turn the corner, right about here, you see a body just laying on the floor.
Oh, me or is it?
Yeah, because you're the one that's coming over around to go to the cryopods. So right about here, this is what you see. You see a body just laying on the floor. Looks like it has a shotgun.
Mhm.
And it appears he blew out the back of his head.
He has a shotgun and he killed himself? Possibly, or it looks like.
That's what it appears. It looks like someone decided to put a shotgun in his mouth and shoot. Now, whether he did it or not, that's a different story. But it looks like, because the shotgun's still here, it probably was suicide.
All right. Okay. So he does that. I am assuming people are heading to the cryopods, and then for some reason he does that. That's crazy. All right.
It's
Are you saying that over comms?
I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say that it looks like there's a. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody. There's a guy here. He's dead. Looks like he committed suicide with a shotgun.
Because like anytime we're surprised or anything like that, we all probably hear it over comms.
Yeah.
Like sealed suits and everything.
Yeah. I think I'll tell everybody. I'm not.
Death rattle. Just saying. You will hear the screams in space because of the suits. And
Yeah.
the
I mean, considering what happened at the bridge, I don't think this is probably assumed something like this has happened. There was a mutiny. Perhaps it's the captain. I don't know. Does it say any identifying things like a name tag or something?
It looks like he was. Let's see. No, it has just a spacesuit, and since anyone can use it, you see a
Okay.
shotgun next to him. There's a, I mean, it's frozen blood. It looks like how you have that ochre color for
Mhm.
dried out blood. It looks like
Mhm.
it's some of that, along with some brain matter back there that's been desiccated over
Mhm.
this time.
Well,
And
If you open up the rest of his suit, he might have a uniform on. You might be able to get name, rank, serial number, dog tags, something.
oh yeah, I'm gonna take the shotgun, hold on, grab onto it, and or at least pull it next to me.
Of course.
See if it's in. I don't. I imagine my character doesn't know much about guns, so just see if it's in working order.
yes, it
Um,
would.
so
Well, 72 years in the cold,
yeah.
it's probably all its oils have frozen up. You're not going to be able to fire that.
Well, not until it warms up, at least.
Yeah.
Even then, I've got a shotgun that's only been unfired for 10 years, and I have to take it to a gunsmith.
Well, Mike, I don't know that. He's gonna take onto it because he's getting a little freaked out. Like what's the name in the? It's, oh man, oh, when they're doing that drop thing.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's an
Um,
over and under shotgun.
I'm going
Oh, that'll
to.
be fine.
Yeah,
Should
I'm
be
gonna
able to
try
do
to.
that.
I'm just gonna try to see if it seems to be in working order, or at least something. And
If you can rack it, it's working.
and I will do what Shadow says, and maybe see if there's like a uniform on under him that might have an identifying mark, or unless he's naked in his. In his
No,
Well, all you have to do is,
Pushing.
open it a little. You'll see either, a uniform or dog tags or street clothes.
Yeah, because some of the people were military, some Marines.
you know what? We'll do. It was well, I'll give him a name here. It's going to be Alex Gildersleeve. That's what you see on the suit,
Mhm.
and that's he was one of the mechanics for the ship.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna see if there's any kind of like ID key cards, tools, or anything like that on them.
So you search it and you find a few extra rounds of shotgun shells in his pocket.
Okay, I'll grab some of those, but like it may, who knows if they work, but my guy doesn't know, so he'll just grab them and hope. Well, I don't know. I guess I have pockets on the outside of my spacesuit.
So, was there one shell in the over under?
Yes.
One was used. Okay, so you've got a total of 4. So that's 4 painless deaths.
Nice. Suicide pact it is. Gotcha.
Could be, yeah, murder suicide. Okay, so I'm thinking this illness might be causing some kind of madness because it doesn't make sense that. Okay, there was a mutiny. Maybe during a mutiny, somebody's like on one side or the other, and he's just like surrounded and decides to off themselves. Like maybe it was a captain. I could think that might be the case, but just a mechanic, no. All right, I am going to proceed into one of these, the cryo rooms. Is that the door I'm in front of right now? Or is there another door?
Well, it would be the door to the south of you, or I guess down.
All right, and I will report to everybody what I found
Okay.
so far. I don't want to, like, I'm a company man, but I'm not going to keep that secret because they know where I am.
This place is bad news.
It won't open. It won't open. I'm stuck.
Oh,
no.
By the way, let's see if I have. I'm hoping that I have the right. As I slowly start putting up the different art here. Do I have it? So you look at the. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. So George, I'm gonna send you something here.
You guys still using Discord? Maybe I should open it up.
Wow.
Well, if you're sending me something, yes, I'm using only Discord for
Okay.
individuals.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone. I'll do that actually.
Yeah, that's the way I've been doing it. That's why, like, iPad, computer. I have the phone also.
Cool. That's what I'll do.
George, I'll give you a shotgun here.
Ooh, awesome. All right. I won't mention this, what you just sent.
Okay.
And I will clutch that shotgun like as if I think it works. And let's see here. I am going to try to use, if it's locked, I assume that it's locked. So I'm going to try maybe use my my Utani ID or something to open the lock.
You're going to probably need someone with a heavy mechanic skill to get it with the maintenance jack.
Okay. Well, do I have any of that? Let's see. I popped myself out. I have skills. Medic. I have 0 heavy machinery skills. Oh. Let's see here. It's a strength check too. What kind of strength? 2 strength. Well, I'm gonna try to see what I could do on my own. I might need.
Okay. Go to the little thing that just has like your little dice roller.
Yeah.
And give yourself whatever your strength is -2.
I've got heavy machinery 3.
Okay.
So maybe you should call me in.
I'll try it on my own first.
Okay.
So I click on the heavy machinery here, and then click that. Or do I
Well, but you have -2 dice, which means
okay,
don't-
just my strength, my 2 strength. So what do I
your
do?
2 strength and -2 dice, which means you're not going to be able to open it up.
So how do I roll it? Or just don't?
Well, in this case, you wouldn't roll it, but normally what you do is at the very bottom where it has the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I think there's a macro for you down there.
In the
Very bottom of the foundry.
Wait, okay, I am at the messages. Or
Speaking of, I sent you one, Owen.
Okay, yeah, it's just
set game settings, compendium pack, playlist.
well, you can see how you would do dice, but in this case, I'll show you.
Oh, hey,
So,
push yes, no.
well, you can't. Well, the problem, George, is you would roll 2 dice, but you get -2 dice for how hard this is.
So I wouldn't get
Which means-
anything. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can't do it yourself. You need to get someone that actually knows what the hell they're doing. You're trying to do this, and you're just like, if I only knew how to work mechanics, why did I have to go to college?
Yeah, you got to go to the.
I got
Home
another
Depot
idea.
Try to
I
train.
can test if the
pack.
shotgun works.
What's that?
I can test if the shotgun works on the wall.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch.
Oh no. I'm gonna
Well,
yeah.
you can do that.
It
Or,
might not.
you can always ask for help.
I want to know what's in this room. Just
I want you to know what's in that room,
yes.
but I want to know what's in that room from over here.
There might be some corporate secrets in there. I don't want to. I don't want anything. I don't want to panic anybody.
What the other guy that's over there with you? Not.
There's Rye.
Lyra?
Yeah, Rye.
Yeah.
Rye will give you a hand. I'm sure of that.
I'm gonna try.
I can give you some help there. They're to try and spray out the scrubbers here.
Like I said, I do kind of want to be a little more surreptitious. I'm gonna try. one of the shots on the. Oh gosh, see, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the lock.
Okay. There is no
Wait.
lock at this. You can shoot the panel, which may just, I don't
Push
know.
Do
It
3.
may just,
Make it worse.
it may make it worse.
Oh, okay. Because it seemed like
I mean,
because it being a strength thing, I thought there was some kind of physical.
because if it's just buckshot, all that's going to do is puncture your suit.
Oh, good point.
Bounce back at you. And
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna call for help.
I'd still. I mean, I'd watch.
And I'll tell them don't trip on the body on the way here.
Okay. Okay.
all right. So I can come down, use heavy machinery, which is strength 3, and I can do 2 pushes on that.
Yes, if you want to. Yeah, and you get a with a maintenance check, you get a +1 die. So basically, you should have a little thing at the bottom that has Alien Player Ad Hoc YZE dice roller. I don't know if you see that at the bottom of Foundry.
I'm going to look for it. I have the Alien Player Ad Hoc. I put it in the slot 1 of the quick.
Yep. So click on that.
Yep. And then base die would be 3, so 4.
No, you have plus your strength.
So I have the 3, which is for the skill strength base, plus the strength, plus the, so it'd be
Yes.
7 dice.
So you should be doing, you will have a total of 7 dice in this case.
Okay.
And then you can push twice if you want to.
I'll
Nope.
definitely push.
You're able to
a
slowly
success.
force it open.
Okay.
Yeah, you slowly work it. It's open. If you don't mind, both of you roll me your air supply.
No, you're staying on top of that, though. Like, hey, man.
Oh man.
I assume I have a new air module. I'm not at 1.
Yeah, you should have 5. Do I need to change yours up?
Chase that for me. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
fail and I die. Oh, okay.
Give me a second here.
I lost one.
And I shouldn't have stress, should I? Anymore?
No. There you go. There's your stress is down. And I'm going to refill your air. So that should change everything. So you should be back up to 5. Well, let me double check.
And I assume that OG also notices the things that I saw that I didn't tell anybody.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's if he looks at it.
Did good.
Okay, well,
My
that's
air
fine.
still makes it
I
funny.
put your air back up to 5, and I'm not sure why it's not.
I'll
doing
close
it.
the character out. Maybe because it was in a pop out. It wasn't doing it.
Well, let me double check here. I'll try doing this.
No, it's at 0 now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not resetting it. Here, let me go back in. When in doubt, I will change it the hardware. There.
There we go. Cool. 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to get the maintenance open up. So you're able to slowly creak that door open.
I shine my
And
light.
you notice the dead body over there too, with there's chuck and blast through basically its mouth.
Oddly, that doesn't stress you out.
Well, that will give him a point of stress. So
Oh, it does? Okay.
yeah.
You give me, I guess. 'cause
I mean, you don't see a dead body all the time,
Oh.
It's just, if you do, then
Especially with the back of his skull removed.
Okay, so I continue to flash my light around and look around.
okay. So you guys have
Push the
pretty
door
much
away.
done with the scrubbers. You slowly noticing the temperature starting to come up. It's probably, or it's taking you several hours to do all this stuff. It's taking so when I say your air, you've been going back and forth trying to refill on your air. So about 8 hours has passed to clean the scrubbers with that, and now you've got the door open, so you can get in. The temperature is probably about freezing, so.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can examine any of the cryopods.
Okay.
See, particularly, I want to find either Flynn, one of the medics, one of the scientists, or the Utani person.
Okay.
Lori. Yeah,
Yes.
Lori, Daniel Cooper, or Flynn.
All right. Which one are you going to go for? The
Well,
left, the straight ahead, or the right?
I'll pull the map up. Sorry.
I'll just hold the flashlight for Wilson.
It's-
Kind of like keep an eye on the shadows in the room.
I'm going to go straight.
okay.
It's locked.
All right. So that's going to require the heavy machinery roll. Go ahead there, OG. This one's not as hard. It's just a basic. Basically, you get to roll your 9 dice this time. Actually, you get to roll 10 dice because you have the
Fine.
stress. You get to roll 10 dice this time because you have the stress die. So
Okay. Okay.
all right. So you're able to do it without any problem. There you go. Should be unlocked now.
All right. Cryo 3.
Yes. And oh, I had this in here. Damn it. Did not have this one. So you see 6 cryopods. Well, actually, that's not true. You see 10 cryopods in here.
Oh.
But they're all empty.
Okay. Let's see. What does it say? Antenna room? I'm going to just quickly peek in examination room. I call OG over to say that looks like there's some kind of medical room in beyond this. Should we check it out?
Sure, you're the boss. I'll try getting it open. It requires force.
No, it unlocked.
Oh, okay.
What's in this examination room? Do I see any kind of like scientific work going on? Maybe people trying to try to find a cure. If there's a console or a computer pad I can look at.
Okay, so this is what you see in the examination room. I just sent that off to Shadow.
Oh yeah, all these doors are unlocked.
I'll continue to hold my flashlight for you. I assume we have lights on our helmets.
Yeah,
we have
you do.
forward-facing lights, but we also probably have our own lights to move around and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Likely.
That's why everything's directly lit when I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
Here you go, guys. Yeah, that doesn't look like anything out of Silent Hill.
Ugh. Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't see any gunk on the walls. It's just
It's a mess.
For years.
Um,
In the book place.
yeah. I guess if like people went into cryo and this place was in a good condition, it wouldn't really look like this. So maybe
No, I'd maybe examine the papers. Start with the papers.
yeah. It looks like it's been ransacked. Like somebody was sick or something and tried to get something and
You maybe looking for painkillers or something.
yeah, it's a mess.
What's that stuff on the floor, right in front of the drawers?
That's just probably some drugs that someone had ransacked and pulled them out of the, like old expired Tylenol and crap like that.
Well, there's a dark puddle right there
Yeah.
next to the bed. I think it's what Shadow was talking about.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see, if you're looking at it, definitely someone at some point had bled out here, and they just hadn't cleaned it up.
They rushed people in.
Well, that's not enough
trauma.
That's not enough blood to have bled out, but that's definitely enough blood to want to go somewhere else and get not bleeding.
Yes. Well, there's a med
But
lab
it
downstairs.
doesn't look like they trailed anywhere. It's like they just bled, then teleported away.
Well, someone could have always bandaged them up.
Yeah.
Well,
And actually, note it's adding details here. So if you add stuff, I'll run with it. Literally, the only description is the examination room is a mess. That's what it says. That's the room description. Oh, are you going to search for anything else in here?
I'm going to look for any kind of information, maybe like like I said, some kind of notes about what's going on, a data pad, a clipboard.
All those notes on the floor.
Notes on the floor. Yeah, I'll look.
Maybe a clipboard on the other table in the back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look at the computer that's over there that's operational.
Okay.
Next to the daisy chain.
It looks like an EKG.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Is it's just
Okay.
it's more of just to hook up and to see the life signs.
But does it have a history? And I can look at it, and it can display status history of the last patients that were
Oh, good.
checked
Yeah,
on.
I mean, it shows that, of course, elevated. Someone was very stressed out. It looks like they may have given them a sedative because you notice it goes back to a normal wave, or they fell asleep last time that they hooked it up.
Okay.
But you're not seeing anything that shows
Definitively.
yeah, super crazy stuff.
Can I stop sharing and you guys need the image up?
No, I think we've got. So I'm just thinking, like, what can we interact with to get information? And I think that's papers on the floor is about all we got now.
The papers.
Well, behind the bed, that table back there, it kind of almost looks like there's a clipboard on it, but I could be wrong.
I thought it was a printer or something.
Oh, no. It's actually not a clipboard. If you look at it, it almost looks like a CD player.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So you can find, if you can probably take it back to the main ship if you want to go read some of the stuff in there. You do see 2 med kits on the wall.
Okay. We see them. Should we grab them or look over them to see if they're?
If the virus or whatever is spread by contact, you don't want to bring any of that shit over here.
That's true.
That's what they said earlier. It was spread by contact.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Or by blood.
Yeah, and we've got med kits here. Nobody's bleeding yet.
Yeah. No one has bled out yet.
So what's valuable on this ship that's a consumable, that's not going to be in the salvage value of the ship? Like, those are the things we should be taking off of here.
Well, that would probably be
Sure.
med kits, tools,
weapons.
So we need,
all that.
we need a way to seal things into containers or totes that we're going to, basically bring out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So they can be sealed and put in a storage locker, or put them even in an airlock we don't use very often, seal them there, and if there's a problem, we vent it.
The stuff we get to keep.
Yeah.
You mean loot that's not the ship. Sure.
Exactly.
Totally.
Well,
So
the I think
maximize our looting here.
maybe it's the best to do have it all moved on the ship itself. Then that's what I'm kind of thinking is one. We'll get the value of the ship
worth
from
so
the
much
money.
With or without that
The only other loot that you're going to find besides in the armory and in the room you're in or in the med bay would be the cargo bay or in the individual staterooms. And I don't know that you want to go, digging through people's belongings until you find out if they're alive or dead, which you might want to get on.
All right, let's go back to the cryo rooms again. I'm going to try the one on the right. As I'm looking at the screen on the right.
Okay, roll heavy machinery, right?
Okay. This is something you saw when you opened the very first door. I'm just sending this off to you.
Okay.
This is something that was this is for everyone over there. So which one are you going to do, left or right for the cryopod?
The one on the right.
Okay. Oops. There you go. So cryo 1.
Oh, okay. That.
Well, when you say right, I was thinking right as you're facing towards the examination room. Sorry.
Sorry. It's all right. This is fine. It was randomly figured. I was thinking random, so this will do. All right. So
what you see here are 6 cryopods. Actually, you see a few more than that. This isn't perfect, but
Door's locked, and you see scratch marks on the door. Like something tried to. You saw that too, George?
yeah.
So something was trying to get into this room.
Yeah, I assume maybe somebody who couldn't make it to the cryopods. Maybe somebody that was sick.
What are these scratches caused by? These aren't. This is heavy material. This is scratched into. And can
Yeah,
I tell
either
it's not like an axe hit? It's like an actual, like, seems like it's a rend.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know.
it could be a rend. Yeah, it's something. Whether that or someone decided to cut several times with an axe along it.
Okay.
But these. I mean, these are heavy steel doors. Trying to cut through this is pretty hard.
It was
So
warm.
If you've ever
that
seen
axe
a,
pretty quick.
I mean, most of these doors, think of them like these are not like your house doors. These are like doors on a.
Bulkhead doors.
Yeah, exactly.
An axe would probably break pretty quick or dull itself after like 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah. Apparently, the axe works just fine on stations, but not.
Yeah. Glass and plastic.
I don't know. I mean, do the rend marks look like a hand?
Like the height where they're coming down would be.
No, I mean like
an axe.
if you took your fingers on a steamy mirror and wiped your fingers, does it kind of look like that?
Like the typical cat scratch marks.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Or does
3
it
of
look
them.
like
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Looks like some kind of creature tried
Okay. That's
scratching at that.
yeah. That's
Or-
awful. Nice placement to be just axe swings. So that's claws.
Could be a gardening rake.
Well, that's true. It could be a gardening rake if someone.
Those little hand ones, with the little 3 prongs.
Oh no, yeah.
My spidey senses are tingling about this place.
yeah, I can't see it, so I can't say. I just
Well, I'm saying
curious.
my spidey
Well,
senses are tingling about this place.
So what you notice in here, and in this room in particular, you see 3 cryopods marked green. And I sent this to Shadow, so I don't know if he.
I'll
Actually,
be
you know
there
what?
in a
I sent the wrong person. It's okay. I'll get you too. Because you guys are seeing the similar stuff for.
They got GoPros, right?
Yeah, that's the equivalent of you can still see the stuff. Sorry, there's the I'll delete this one. There we go. There you go. That's what you see.
I'm coming. Share window. Boom. Boom.
So 3 have green, 1 has red, and then the other 2 are blue.
Green, red, and blue. What do they mean?
What's all that junk on the floor?
Maybe it's frost.
Yeah, I mean it's getting kind of it would have been frost, though it's getting kind of wet, and it looks like, of course, this place does have like a lot of mold. This would not be, OSHA compliant. Sorry.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, to me, I mean, because I deal with my fireplace like on a regular basis,
Yeah.
it almost looks like charcoal and hash
Mm.
all around it. But
No, this is more like looks more.
fungus, some sort of space moss, or
Well, no,
pretty
this looks
small.
like just like frozen black mold or something like that. Where it was wet at one point, which means it probably heated up at one point, went back down, and it's like this crap that you'd find in your shower.
no,
I'm gonna
no, not my shower.
go up to the first one on the left that has green
I'm gonna
light.
stop sharing in case
Okay.
someone has something else to
And-
share.
I'm going to maybe see if I can pull away some of the condensation from the glass if I can, and see
Okay.
what I can see inside of it.
All right. You see what looks like a very stout female.
Right.
She looks alive, but in cryogenic stasis.
Anything like a name tag or anything like that?
You can look on the side, and it says Valerie Reed.
How are you to read? All right. I have some information on her. Valerie Reed. Let's see here. Lori? No. Maybe it's Valerie. She could be one of the Marines. Cooper, Flynn, Lori. Oh, Valerie Reed. Colonial Marine. Wait, no. Oh, okay, yeah, they were. Okay, I'm not sure where the commas go here. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Albert, no, it's okay. No, I'm reading poorly. Albert Johns, Colonial Marine. Valerie Reed, Lori Clayton, Wayland Corporate. So there's 2 Wayland Corporate people here. Oh. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the green ones first, and then go to the blue and red. I'm assuming blue and red means something went wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah. So this one has.
So there's 6 people in that room. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, there are 6 pods.
3 of them
And
are green lights.
Yeah, the next one with the green is Liam Flynn.
Oh, okay.
He was the ship's medic. And again, he looks normal, like he would sleep. Oh, for Valerie Miller, you do see that within her cryopod, she also has the assault rifle.
Oh, good. Well, I assume that there was a mutiny, so maybe that's something to do with that. And the other green, what light?
That one is Daniel Cooper.
Cooper.
He is the chief scientist on the ship.
Okay, and let me go to the red light ones.
Inside, you see what looks like a desiccated husk in the red one.
Okay, and what's the name on
Apparently
that?
It looks like the cryo chamber failed, and the person, died from the cold temperatures.
Planet of the Apes death.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's yeah, but but the person looks like a mummy after 73 years. It's just,
Yeah, like Planet of the Apes.
yeah.
All right. And what was the name on that one? Just so I can cross them off the list.
So I'm going to go through this and
Like a
Or maybe
potato.
I did have I think the ship told me the names of who's alive, but I'm not.
Yes.
Sure. So they would be a name that wasn't okay.
Correct.
Maybe
We'll just say this person's Christopher Smith.
Okay. And the blues now.
Those are empty.
Okay. All right. I'm not keen on bringing these to the other ship just because of contagion. Is there any kind of console that I can manipulate on this thing to turn it on or off? Or I'm not going to do it, but I'm just see what's going on there.
Yeah, you can see the little panel, and it has, you can click on it. It says, revive, keep in stasis, monitor. It's almost like how you would want to. Just think of it as a cryopod that has the touch panel on a high-end printer.
Okay.
Like that says jobs, such and such, weight, good status.
All right. I guess we'll try to go to the other cryopod room and find out what's going on there.
Okay. So in that cryopod room, very similar to this one, you're going to find another desiccated corpse. So of course that pod has failed. You find Lori Clayton and Officer Johns, who is now effectively the captain.
Okay. So we got those figured. It won't open. All right. So we know that some people are alive. The ones that the computer said are alive, they said it was correct, I guess. Now what do we do with them? And the ones that are alive look fine, right? They don't look like they got like chicken pox or anything.
No, I mean they look really peaceful and sleeping. It's the.
Do they all have guns with them?
No, only the Colonial Marine, which you assume is because Club Marine was paranoid. It was,
Understandably so.
But they had to have known that if they went into a cryopod with a a weapon like that, whoever opened the cryopod for them would be would have ample opportunity to disarm them without batting an eye. You know what I mean?
well, true.
Right?
But I think they were assuming that if they're going to wake up at some point, they bolted themselves in this room. And so when they do wake up, they would be armed.
Ah. Is there a actually? Yeah, maybe I can look on the console and see if there's like a time that they've set to be woken up. Have they like set themselves for 73 years?
Because it sounds like they were in a heightened state of stress when they jumped into the cryopod with their weapon.
Yeah, it's not exactly a comfort blanket. Not normal.
Well, it is a Marine too. They sleep with their weapon. So
This is my gun.
that's exactly. Yeah, I mean,
I think that'd be against their regulations. I think maybe a pistol would be allowed at most.
it's like, well, normally there'd be an armory, but apparently this was the only Colonial Marine, at least in these cryopods. So, and the room was locked from the inside, which is why you had to use why you had used the maintenance jack to force it open.
Yeah,
because this is a pretty secure room. It was very hard to get through.
Is there any on the console of the pods, like any kind of like wake date, like there were like a preset for them, or is it just kind of like
No, it looks like it will wake them up when the temperature becomes warm enough that they won't freeze to death. Oh, and
so these pods will open once before we leave the room and it's warm enough. They'll open on their own, and we'll have a crazed Marine with a assault rifle.
Well, if the then again, if the Marine was crazed, they'd probably be the only one left.
Yeah. Can we reprogram it so that it will not open till we say it opens? Can I delay the order and just have it open when we do it?
Override?
Yeah, like an override.
You can. Well, it's probably done via mother.
Okay. Do I have access to mother down here, or do I have to go up to the room?
You have to go up to the very front of the ship.
Okay. Maybe on the way out, I'll check that out. Anything else down here you guys want to check out, or should we head back?
Is that all? I mean, you haven't checked out all the cryopods, have you?
Oh, there we go. It's open now.
Yeah, no, you've got all the cryopods. So the one on the right has 2 people alive, and the one on the left. So Cryo 1 has 3 people alive, which is the Colonial Marine, and the cryopod on the 2 has the Wayland Yutani Corpo and the de facto captain.
And none of them look, weird on the outside, or pockmarked or fungi or anything.
No, if they're ugly, it's because of normal human, variety. Nothing.
What about cuts, scars, or bruises
To
the face?
You don't see any. It looks like whatever they did is they locked themselves in here, went to sleep, and they look. I don't want to say pristine necessarily, but you know what I mean. They look like
so whatever conflict happened, they won.
Either they won, or or what happened is that the crew that was still awake, one of them apparently may have had a psychotic break.
Now, where are all the rest of the bodies? I wonder.
We haven't really explored too much. There's some more rooms further down, like down south.
You know what I mean? Though you only found like 1, 2 bodies.
Yeah, you
There's
found
another like, from my count, there's another what? 13 missing.
We haven't explored all the ship. It could have been like spaced or something.
Maybe trapped them in an airlock area and just blew them out into space because they were trying to mutiny.
Yeah,
Could be.
I'm gonna continue exploring further down if you guys
sure.
want. I'm gonna go back to that exam room. There's a door here,
Okay.
and it says unction room, junction.
Yeah, junction means that it's a
Oh, it's a ladder going up and down. Okay.
yeah.
All
So
right.
that's
Anything in there besides the letter?
no. It's like I said. Most of the thing looks like. Unfortunately, there's a lot of mold all over this, which is it needs a good cleaning. It looks like something from Katrina. After Hurricane Katrina. Where there was a bunch of mold and things like that.
Yeah. What is this hallway?
Are you going down there? Let me go put this up here. I think Shadow will put it up. But there are showers with a, and you can see that there's an EVA suit in there.
Oh, okay. So this looks like a decontamination area.
So the showers are they're pretty ugly.
This is where the fungus is coming from.
Well, you actually do see some more puffball mushrooms in the drains.
I'll close those doors.
This stuff got all through the plumbing. Everywhere there's a little bit of moisture or condensation, like on the metal and stuff.
All right. I'm
Well,
gonna
hopefully the
go.
air should start cleaning up the inside so everyone can breathe again.
See what's in there. More showers and wood.
Yeah. So there's showers on both sides. I just sent it the link to Shadow to give kind of an idea of what was there.
I locked myself in that room by accident. Okay, so let's go back here. So there's an exam room. This makes sense. This is kind of really set up for people coming out of hibernation and stuff, and then they're in an exam room.
Now those like is that clothing and stuff all over there, or shower curtains on the floor?
We'll just assume that they're probably shower curtains and other crap in there. But yeah, just
These images remind me of Fallout.
yeah, that's kind of the idea.
I keep thinking Silent Hill, but okay.
Yeah, no, I mean that's kind of the same feeling. Is like you're on a derelict
Abandoned mental
spaceship.
hospital.
You have 5 people that are alive, and you also have one guy who shot himself. Yeah, something happened. I mean, something
Yeah.
happened. And it looks like maybe some guy had psychosis and went berserk, or who knows what happened.
Definitely
You
looks
said,
like
"Oh, you got
plumbing.
stuck in Antarctica." I was like, yeah.
Where did I come from? How did I get down here?
Where did you go?
Here?
Existential questions.
No, like the how did I get to this level? I know kind of ended up here in the beginning.
I also got to wonder what's in the cargo besides all this, because where are the people?
Yeah.
There's a couple of
Where have all the people gone? It was a weird movie. You guys remember that, or am I the only one?
Where have all the people gone?
Yeah.
Are you thinking like the Night of the Comet?
No, it was before that. It was a made-for-TV movie. Apparently, only Shauna and I are old enough to have seen it.
Which movie was it?
Where have all the people gone?
Oh, okay. If it was a made-for-TV
like a play.
movie, I might not have seen it, but
Sounds like
If it
the
was
play
a-
on a Twilight Zone episode.
Kinda. It was very, very low key. Not a lot of violence or whatever. Just some people go down they're in a mine, and something happens, and they come out, and everybody, you just find their clothing with white powder. That was it.
Oh, okay. Oh, one thing now is, yep. Anyway, it looks like OG says he would like to go to sleep. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's that time. So
Oh,
we will be back in a week. I'm actually really looking forward to see
3 weeks
how you guys die. I mean, what, 3 weeks?
because George has something next week. Then we have Valentine's Day.
Oh man,
Oh,
you're
so
killing me with this.
I can play on
Yes.
Valentine's Day. I don't think I'm.
Okay. Well, I can do Valentine's Day
I mean,
too.
so
as far as I know, I'm free, but we'll keep you guys, contacted. What
It's
have
not
you,
like I have a girlfriend, so screw it.
same thing. I'll make sure to go to the bakery and get myself a heart cupcake muffin. Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what's really good is I always love those cookie cakes or whatever they were. With the where they were the chocolate chip cookie. They were real soft cookies that were almost like cake but not quite.
I don't know if I have
And then they had icing on them. Yeah, they were really good. My friend used to get that every year for his mother would send it to him, so he'd share. He was like, "Oh man, these are good."
Okay, they look like little shortbreads with the pink icing on them.
No, they're like a giant cookie.
Oh,
It's like the size of a pizza.
Oh, I definitely don't know what you're talking about.
And then what they would do is, they'd write something on top like "Happy Birthday" or something, so it'd have the icing right there, and then you cut into it, and it was a cookie, but it was kind of the same texture as like a fudge brownie.
you know what? You know what would have been a really sick thing to do? Would have been really funny, is to have had us play the Heart of the Dark Side on Valentine's and somehow incorporate like a Valentine's type iconography into the AI thumbnail.
Oh.
I think I did
Hopefully you
do
guys enjoyed it. I know it's kind of a slow burn right now, but it's.
Oh, I'm
I'm
not saying
saying-
we need to jump back over or anything. I'm just saying that just an
No.
idea.
What I
I get
meant was
ideas
is
and I
that
just throw them out
so
there.
far for the game, you guys have enjoyed it.
I like it. I've had a sense of dread. Like I know it's a game, but like in the back of my head is like that same dread feeling like that you get when you watch those movies before anything happens.
Yeah.
You're just seeing like this is weird. This is weird. It's like
Yeah, 'cause it's not making sense, and I'm trying not to think alien, but even if I was, it don't make that kind of sense. You know what I mean? I'm thinking it's something completely different.
Yeah.
From
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I said is.
so I'm loving it, but I'm also loving staying on this ship while you guys go do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to
'Cause,
do the pictures, and I've been trying to bring them up.
Leah Davis is no muscle bound freaking gopher. She's a highly specialized, skilled individual who don't need to be schlepping no freaking alien viruses back and forth.
Yeah.
There's lots of
So there's that. There's I mean, looking through it, sometimes like, man, I wish they had a better description of this room or that room. Like it's like 2 sentences.
Oh, you did great, Omen. Don't worry about it.
And I like the foundry and the map and all that stuff.
I've never played like this before. Like the closest I've done is Roll20, but it's never been like this intricate with this many layers and like its own, graphic user interface that like
I'm not even looking at Foundry. I'm just playing Theater of the Mind with the images he shows, and that's more than enough for me. Whatever's going on over on Foundry, I have no idea.
I'm following along with it. It's kind of neat. Like there's all the information resources in there and the journals and all that stuff. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I tried getting it so you guys could have the rules without giving anything away. Which I like that because they have the GM side and they have a player side. I know Shadow was talking about the, could you use it for another game? I'm like, absolutely. They even have space combat, but man, that is deadly. It's not, if you want to get into it, it's like, well, and some of it is, not that. What's funny is they put it in there. Not that we've ever seen Alien do space combat, but they did have that option.
A game like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like I know you're into that. That would be fun to do on Foundry because it's all like combat and facing related and stuff. Like, it'd be kind of cool. Like working out the combats that way. Hello.
Maybe I'd have to take a closer look at it.
I've never
To
played.
be fair, there, Shadows played, because it's based off of the Rifts game.
The old Palladium.
Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah, I'm playing Dead Rain, but you know what game I really wanted to try? I've never played this one.
That's Brahm art on the cover. I recognize that.
Oh yeah,
Gerald
Like
Brahm.
Yeah, it's kind of Hellraiser esque,
okay.
but you're like a human with an alternate. You guys remember the video game Persona?
I do not
It was
remember
a
that.
kind of a Japanese. It's really popular, but just not over here as much. But it was like you've got like this alternate like persona, this alter ego, but it's like full on like kind of demonic, but not really evil. And you try to do stuff. I don't know. I have to go look at it again.
Mhm.
But it's one of the few because I was actually going through my collection just this week because I had an idea for a video of the 5 games I wish I'd played or could play out of all the games I own. And there's a lot fewer games than I thought that I've never actually played.
What about Myst and Riven?
I don't own them.
Those are 2 games that were like literally cultural icons for a while. You could find them everywhere. You find them on.
Oh, you mean the
bookstores.
video game?
Yeah,
Myst and Riven.
Yeah. I played a little bit of Myst. It wasn't my cup of tea because it was so slow.
But I got reminded of it last night because I was watching retro video games and things, and I'm like, I haven't thought about that forever, but that was like a huge thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Like
So-
play that way with the graphics and to move around.
Yeah. It was kind of like a you get an
Pre-render.
image and you got to search the
Pre-render
image kind of thing.
yeah.
Like
Then you had to
pre-rendered.
figure out a puzzle on how to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
certain things and
Kind of
stuff.
like those hidden picture things you get in the newspaper or whatever. Find the dog, find the pencil,
Or
but you
Or you
or it'd have
to
3
move the
levers. And you have
pattern
to
or
pull a
move
certain
things.
lever, and then it would show
Yeah.
something move, and then you had to pull the other
Mhm.
lever. Well, I remember, actually, of course, I remember that was the first one I think on CD that really pushed it because it was
Yeah.
visually very attractive.
And it was
And-
marketed to everyone.
Oh yeah, and
Really?
and
Yeah, I had a lot of friends who played it, but I was more. I was at the time I was playing either Might and Magic or Bard's Tale.
Mhm.
On the orange digital screen.
I love the pre-rendered graphics from back in the day. It's just something about it. Like it's
I have mixed feelings because I've seen some really good graphics. I have a good graphics card too, but I agree with you on some of the stuff that they did because they did the live action. I remember playing with my son's mother.
Oh yeah, there was I like Wing Commander. I
Mhm.
want to say 4
yeah,
with
Yeah.
Mark Hamill. No,
classic.
3 with Mark. 3 and 4 had Mark Hamill, but 3 had Mark Hamill, Malcolm McDowell, the guy from Back to the Future, the guy from Lost, the Asian guy, that black guy who played the Admiral. I think it was a freaking great game.
Yeah.
With and
It was a movie
Casper
with a
Van
game.
All
Yeah,
these
yeah, Casper
ROM
Van Dien
sequences,
has
graphics.
it was Casper Van Dien's first appearance. I think was that game, Wing Commander 3, and then in Wing Commander 4, it was Mark Hamill again. But I never played it because within the first 30 seconds, I would just die, and I didn't know how to freaking fly anymore because the controls were wonky. And mind you, in Wing Commander 1, 2, 3, prior to that, I was the freaking the shit.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but like when we had like versus modes and stuff, I didn't know anybody could beat me. No.
Well, I remember there was that one. I remember playing Mech Warrior with the flight
Oh, yeah.
stick.
Yeah,
So you could turn left and right. And, I
I
mean,
would have loved to
Those
play
were the
that.
days, man. Yeah.
When they had the Mech Warrior Studios and you can get in the booths, oh
Yep.
my God, we were so out here they didn't have that. We had laser tag, but we were watching everybody, back east getting to play those, and I'm like, oh my God, that is the shit.
Mhm.
And then it just up and disappeared out of nowhere, and
it was Mech Warrior. They've done more, but the problem is they went everything for console, which I understand, from an economic standpoint. But I used to love playing flight simulators and everything else, and I have the control and I have multiple. This is how I do the guns. This is how I change,
Yeah.
target. This is how I,
Yep.
Whenever you have multiple weapons, hey, let me go fire the state.
oh, dude, if I could have played Wing Commander with a joystick,
Yeah, you could have on a computer. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like there was way more customization options and way more like better kit, high end kit. years if you had.
Well, not only
So
that,
George,
but
I,
I mean,
like watching your screen because you got that big screen. I can see you zoom around on the ship.
Oh,
yeah. Well, not only that, but I mean, if you know how to fly,
Yeah.
you know, up is down, down is up,
Yep.
and other things that are just, that's the way flying is, because I always played that way, and my friends are like, "Why you got the controls backwards?" I'm like, "That's how you fucking fly."
yeah.
You know?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
it's the ailerons. Like you said, is when you pull it back, the ailerons.
Pull back
Yeah.
on that stick.
The ailerons go up like this, and you go.
Yeah.
I remember when I first kind of learned that was Atari. It used to come with a game called Combat. It could be little tanks. It could be.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
And
game.
one of the game, it wasn't like a setting. They literally had a game that was one where you kind of just did, X, Y, like you just go up and down. And the other one was like you pulled back on the stick like it was a real plane.
Mm-hmm.
And that for some reason I started playing it like that, and that always kind of pushed me towards invert X, Y.
Yeah.
Well, I also did the F-15 Strike Eagle was the game I played a lot in the mid '80s.
I think I played that one too. I there was one game that I sucked at the beginning, but it allowed you to play like I'm gonna say 100 different airplanes, but I know that's not accurate. But it just had a crap ton, and this was an early '80s game.
Yeah.
But it had like the ton of different airplanes you could try to fly, and I crashed every one of them.
Well, they were all vector, if I remember correctly. You just saw the like very basic lines, like you bomb the base with this. But I mean, I've seen
I'll be right back, guys. If OG, if you have to leave, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
But I got to go take care of something real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
I remember Flight Simulator.
I can hang around for a little bit.
Really hard.
I remember TIE Fighter, man. That TIE Fighter, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
When that first came out for PC, that was the addiction.
There were so many good games. I mean, when I look at them now, they're like, okay, they're not nearly as complex. But the problem is I felt like they've dumbed down games. Whereas back then, it's like, oh, you want to do, because I played F-15 Strike Eagle enough and a few others that I had a flight instructor actually say, you just are a natural at flying. He said, I have never seen one do this. It's like, it's just, just like the computer, it was a little different for things. I never got my flight license. I did solo, but yeah, you like.
Who wants an Air Cadets? That was got to fly the single engine Cessna when I was 13.
I did too. Actually, I was 13 and it was, you had the Cessna, which had on the top, and then you had the other one at the bottom. But yeah, but no, it was. But I love those games. Now you look at it, it's like, okay, this is dumbed down. This is not how it actually works. There's a reason I like using the computer. I don't like WASD. I just, I know a lot of people do that. And I don't like using the mouse. Like, give me an actual controller. And
I want a flight stick if I'm going to play a simulator. Yes. I remember that was the first time I bought a nice flight stick was for X-Wing or for TIE Fighter, Star Wars TIE Fighter, because it's like it was all about maneuverability. You didn't have shields. You were needing to pull back on that stick and twist and turn and do everything to stay alive. Yeah.
Oh, there was. I think it was. Well, they also had it so you could do against each other. But it was a local area network, so you didn't have to worry about the lag and everything else. It was, and that's what gets me about, just like when we were playing Halo, like Halo 1 and Halo 2, split screen, blast. And then they got rid of split screen, and I went, you understand, I like to go over to my friend's house and hang out on the couch playing.
Couch co-op, literally where the term comes from, and it's like, I grew up, I must have grew up through the golden age of couch co-op, because we played so many games that way. And like, that's what we do. It's like, oh, Saturday, get the system going and, hook up 4 controllers,
So I had an Atari 800 and we were playing Asteroids, and you could hook up 4 joysticks into it. So all 4 of us could be playing at the same time.
Those are the best games where everybody could participate and play the game. Like Mario, that's why Mario Kart, like that whole Mario Kart thing still dominates. It's like 4 players.
I think that sometimes I know that they're all looking at the bottom line, but it's like you understand what makes a game classic that people want to play over and over again. It's a great game. I mean, even for single player, which I do use a little bit more for that, but it's the and I use a controller for it. And The Witcher 3, as far as a game, is fantastic. I love the intricate plot lines, and when I first played it. And I haven't quite finished because I keep dying in one part, but I finished off almost everything else. And it's like, oh, you make a choice, and sometimes the choice still has a bad thing.
It's a
There's no
top-notch game,
optimal.
that Witcher 3. It's pretty amazing. It has a huge world, like especially when you get into the boat and you start going over
Yep.
to like the more like Scandinavian islands and making your way around there. Just the amount of stuff you can mess around with just being out in the water, even like the treasure
yeah.
that's underneath or monsters that come out once you sail over, and just immense amount of things you can do in that game. Like,
I remember playing and thinking, okay, the game's going to finish right about here. It's like, oh, now you got to go to Skellerog. We're like, what?
Yeah.
It's a whole other world out there.
plots within plots in that game.
Oh yeah, there's a reason that people love that, and I've been, to be fair, as far as gameplay went, I do think that Horizon Zero Dawn was excellent for gameplay, very smooth, buttery, perfect graphics, but the storyline was just so. As far as the game, I thought it was, if you're just playing to play, it was more fun. But boy, engaging into the storyline, man, The Witcher 3 was just so. I felt sad.
What a
when I was
beautiful
done.
game!
I
It's
mean,
like that game is chef's kiss. Like,
especially when they did the
Best game of the
4K,
series.
when they upgraded it to the
Yeah.
4K, and that was
beautiful.
free. I was like, man, but I actually felt sad when I finished the game, because I finished the main plot line. The only thing I haven't finished is Blood and Wine, but I was just like, really? But it felt complete. It felt like, okay, they've gone through the whole arc, they've done everything right. It was
Yeah. One of the games I liked for immersion was Morrowind. It's a little old.
It's a great one too.
That was like,
Yeah. Elder Scrolls.
yeah.
Big time.
I had a lot of fun with that one, but the DLC is really pissed me off.
Yeah.
When you weren't paying for the subscription, you suddenly lost access to everything you paid for.
oh man.
That was like, what? Wait a minute. All the stuff that I paid for besides the subscription, I still couldn't get to if I didn't keep paying for the subscription. I was like, I'm done.
Was that Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, Elder Scrolls, PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I only play console.
I used to play it on.
Sorry.
I used to play it on an Xbox, and I want
Yeah,
to.
I did too. I had that one too.
Yeah,
Where you had the little room, like that you had that room and you just started stacking your treasure in the room.
yeah.
I had stuff like stacked on top of like a cup just to see how crazy I could get it to the roof. At one point, I couldn't walk around in my room. I had so much crap. I had this strategy guide, and I just decided to go run off into some weird direction. And I got this really kick-ass suit of armor. But if I went into certain towns, everybody would just try to kill me, because I just lucked out and got this really awesome armor. Where everywhere else I went, I was like OP. But if I went into this one city, they're like, get him!
I think
And I'm like,
I think it was the Indral helmet was
could have been.
the
It's like you're wearing something that's the hated enemy's gear.
or sacred or something. It was something really powerful. And from that point on, I was just like super powerful. And then I read ahead into the strategy guide, and I learned like then don't get strategy guides and don't read ahead, because you'll then kind of feel like you've already beat the game because you read it.
Yeah.
And you just lose interest because you already know what's going to happen.
yeah.
So I don't do that anymore, but I also don't really play video games anymore.
The cool thing about it was is like you could like, you had easy stuff, but you could wander. You may be a level 1 and accidentally wander into like really high level thing.
Oh yeah,
You're like,
absolutely. Which is the way it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, and we'll see if I can do it, but at some point, I have it on there because I know I'm going to get my butt kicked, is I have Elden Ring, because that looks visually gorgeous. But
Those are hard games, man. Oh my god.
I was playing the Star Wars one, and I felt bad because normally I'm like, I can do normal, and usually I can do hard, but I usually play, I got killed so many times during that one. I'm like, okay, I'm playing Padawan or something. It wasn't like the lowest, but it was next to the lowest. I got so tired of dying, and then once you finish the game, then it's a lot of then everything's pretty easy. But yeah, those are I do not like EA as a company, but they're Jedi Survivor,
They made some great games.
Jedi Exiles or whatever. They've had them on sale for like $15, like a year or two after release, and they're a blast to play. They actually feel like Star Wars. I don't get the, yeah, okay, if there's any woke thing in there, it's very, very subtle. It's like, well, this is not the most attractive person, but that's fine. It's not. Oh, but this has to be a lesbian. This has to be. It's nothing like that. It's
Yeah,
just
I actually in Elder Scrolls 4, you got to like really customize your character.
Hmm.
Jackie hated me even back then because I made this really smoking hot female character. I told him, I'm gonna have to watch my character's ass all day while I'm playing it. It's
well, you laugh at that, but my friend said that exact thing of like, why are you playing a girl in EverQuest when it first came out? He's like, because if I have to look at
I
it,
don't want to look at some dude's ass all day.
well, there
You
was
know?
that, and I was playing it in CHARIOT, which was a guy, but I did that. But after that, I was like, I always did it, and then do you remember talk about customization? Do you remember Tiger Woods golf on the Xbox?
No, I never.
I do remember that. Yeah.
So we would do this, and I said, well, my friend's like, well, we'll do this. I said, all right, let's play with the highest wind possible. So we do like 34 miles an hour for the wind, so that you get to see like the weirdest stuff. And anyway, you could create your own
Those tricks
character.
are always blowing up.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
those
So
female golfers.
well, either hooks or slices, depending on what's going on. But I was making my one character, and one of the roommates to my friend's, his girlfriend came down, I guess girlfriend. Anyway, and she's looking at my character, and I had a redhead in there who was tall, and he's like, she's got a booty to her. I'm like, yeah.
I did kind of the same. Well, I did something really, really. I thought it was funny. In Elder Scrolls, you could like hide what you were wearing, so you're basically in your underwear. So this chick is running around like maxed out. I totally maxed her out in everything possible, and I would run around. She's just running around in her underwear, just kicking ass. And these raids, and so I'd show up to a raid, and everybody's all like, and I'm just like sitting there kicking ass. She's running around in her skivvies, and I just thought it was freaking hysterical. All these people overcompensating, with badass armor and stuff. She was still wearing it, but you just couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's way more fun, and it was easier to spot my character because everybody's like all wearing like black and red, and just it was super crowded. And I'm like, oh, there she is.
Yeah.
For skin tone.
No. I mean,
Sort of. She was a dark elf, but still.
I mean, that's the sad thing is, talking about stuff is like,
it was a fun game.
it's a lot of these games. Well, I just saw Stellar Blade and everything, and they're like, well, you just don't like, women characters. Like, no, that's not true, because I like to play them. I like to watch them. I said, I just want one that looks competent and is not a Mary Sue. Like, oh yeah, I can just do this, and I don't have to like train or anything. No, there's a reason that you have skill
No,
progression.
I made her actually as short as they would allow.
Yeah.
Which gave her a smaller window of being able to be hit by the computer and other players in PvP.
Yeah.
I made her like she must have been like 4'11", where everybody else is just like, I'm like, okay, you're real easy to hit. Go ahead, good luck. Try to,
She's Chinese, damn it. I was watching a lot of I was watching.
Well, actually, I think she's more like that. There's this South American country. I forget where it is. Which one it is, I should say. And everybody there is freaking super freaking short. Like 4'11" is tall there.
I was in Cambodia and I felt like a giant. Now I'm 6'2", or almost 6'3".
Well, you are a giant.
And then I look down and like, they come up to my, even the men come up to like my chest. And it's just like, okay.
Get a law enforcement job in that country.
Oh yeah. Well, it was funny because they once went to the airport, going to Cambodia for a job, and the lady's like, "Oh, would you like an exit seat?" I was like, "Sure." She's like, "We like putting big men in the exit row." So I was like, all right. Like if this plane's going down, that door's coming off. Okay.
That's nice. Or you can stop the lunatic who tries to like open it up mid-flight. That's the other thing they're thinking of too. You can handle that and be the bouncer for the door.
I had one. I'm not sure where it was. I was coming back from Turkey, and they had me flying Turkish Airlines. I was coming back from Iraq, and I think one of the stops it was from Turkey, from Ankara. Anyway, the person asked, "Well, how's the leg room?" And I took a picture, and my legs are literally straight out, and not touch the seat in front of me. It's like,
wow,
I have good room.
You're not short either, so like.
No, it was. I think it was just like.
Class?
No, this was just one seat. It was business class, but when you do business class international, So the government, the U.S. government will pay for business class, international, as long as you don't claim the hours for travel for that part. I was like, okay. And boy, you do that, then you come back to like Los Angeles, you fly from there to Dallas. You're just like, American Airlines just suck. I don't mean just America, I mean just any of the American.
Well, and the thing is, the average American, like, there's a lot more overweight big people in the States. Why would their seats be the smaller ones? Makes no sense.
Well, it's because they're trying to put as many people into seats as possible. You know,
It
that's
makes
why.
sense from that perspective, but not from like a humanity perspective.
No, I was flying overseas one time, and the guy was trying to lean his seat back, and I said my legs are not compressible, and he's getting mad because he can't push the seat back, and so he tries it like the third time, and I get fed up, so I push him all the way forward with my knees. It's like, dude, there's a reason your seat doesn't go back.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting my knees. Yeah. Yeah, but they would fly us business class, and man, that was so nice doing. You go like Asiana and Cathay and several of these Asian airlines, and even their cheaper stuff is still much nicer than what we have here. Of course, they're subsidized, but yeah, it was. And we did go to one airport, and it was like the old 1960s. There was none of this, where they. What is it called? The thing comes off and matches the door, so you can put on people in wheelchairs and stuff. No, they had the stairs, walking down the stairs. Yeah,
the on ramp.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
on board.
No, we had to walk up and down the stairs, but yeah, it was. But no, it was. I just had to laugh because they also had the Airbuses had we could watch the movies, and they were unedited movies. So sometimes you'd be like watching. It's like, oh, you'd be like seeing some guy, and you'd be watching. I forgot what it was, but there's like a bunch of sex and things. Like,
get everybody worked up in tight seats.
Yeah. Well, it was nice. Well, and the funny thing was, I guess when I flew, the plane was less than half full. So not only did I have business class, there was no one sitting next to me either.
The air is clean. Yeah, fresher air. Don't have to share it with as many people.
Yeah, unlike the ship in Alien, in this game.
Yeah. I would not board a flight that looked like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
head out.
Yeah.
I gotta see you later, George. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you for running this.
Thanks, Omar. Appreciate it, and we're going to be back most certainly. Looking forward to it. So next time we're back will be what, the 14th? What is it? The 14th.
Oh, that's cool. I like the Lego Star Wars that you have there.
George, you're going to be unavailable next week, so it'll be at least a week.
Well, I'll be unavailable too because I found out that my friend's having his birthday party, and that's going to be all day. So we're going to stay the night in San Antonio. So that should be fun.
Okay, I'll either take the nights off or I'll do a sci-fi chat or something. I could use a night off.
Well, that's cool. Well, no, hopefully, like I said, you guys weren't too bored because it's a real slow burn, for the first.
Take care. We'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yep. See you later. Bye.
And I will see you, Omen, tomorrow because I got to get ready for bed. I got church first thing in the morning, 6:30. So.
Ooh, well, that is early. Oh,
well,
church is at 8. Oh, yeah, church is
it's at 7:30.
Oh, wow. 7:30 is really early for church.
Yeah.
Darn you, son, making me, try to forgive my sin.
I prefer it because that way we go, we do it, we go have breakfast, and we still have the rest of the day because we've tried the later ones, and then it feels like the day is over when we get back, and it's like, oh, crap. Especially for Jackie. He hates waking up that early, but then he still has the whole rest of the day to do stuff. He's at a party right now, so
good for him. No, I agree with you. There's a lot of stuff I like doing early in the morning, whether it's food shopping, for the exact same reasons. It's like, guess what? If I'm tired, I can still take a nap afterwards. I don't feel like I lost my whole day.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. Come back from church, have a huge breakfast of wherever we go, and then I go right back to sleep. Next thing I know, it's 3:30. Time for dinner.
Well, that's good. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Take care, man. Great game.
Bye.
And everybody else out there in TV land, thanks for sticking around and playing along.